chill day and see what Hasan has to say. It's a work in progress. Every hour I sit down, refresh the page. No matter how far apart his streams are, I will stay up till he goes live. And I smile through my tears. Where is he now? Waiting for Hasan. What will he do when he's live? Is he gonna commentate on random videos? Go mold and cry. He can't keep getting away with it every time. Waiting for Hasan. Painting his nails and playing ads. When will he stop getting bullied by this chat? His head is small, he's tall. We're waiting patiently for Hasan to start his stream.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from sunny and beautiful California, Los Angeles, folks. We are live and alive, and I hope all the boys, I hope all the girls, and I hope all the MBs are having a fantastic one, because it is Wednesday, February 9th, 2022, and I'm early. It's 11:04, and I'm early as hell. Why am I early? Well, because I didn't shoot Fear and Malding like I normally do. I did not shoot Fear and Malding like I normally would, and that has created a lot of opportunities for me to sit around and basically fucking read Twitter comments and get mad about people on Twitter, because I'm not on LSF, so I gotta get mad about something, you know what I mean? I can't fucking sit around. I have to constantly seek out people who are criticizing me to a degree where it's like, can't tell if it's fucking good faith or bad faith or whatever the fuck's going on. I don't know, right? And it's annoying, because then sometimes I end up yelling at people that are actually giving me good faith criticisms or are fans themselves. But because I've become this like defensive mess that, from being constantly fucking whipped around by dummies, that I don't know. I can't distinguish between people who are like making legitimate, honest criticisms, people who are legitimately confused, and what also, more importantly, the best possible way of, saying explaining things to people. Sorry, I just got like broken brain for a second. Will you watch Nintendo Direct in 3 hours? Yes, I will watch it. But anyway, if I were you, I'd feel the same. Yeah, it's fine. But the reason why I started early is because, like I said, I just don't have anything else going on, and I want to fucking...
2 months of daily
I just wanted to get started. There's a lot to talk about. A lot to cover. Why do you never use a B? I'm assuming there's gonna be a lot of fucking weirdos in here today, because like when I do stuff like this, I usually, because this morning I woke up and I decided, I'm not done yet. I'm gonna fucking make a meme. Okay, you can't stop me. I'm gonna make a meme. I'm gonna make fun of the people who are like complaining about react lording and stuff like that. So there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna come in here today and disingenuously demand the attention of the stream. When I ban them, I need you guys to understand I'm not doing it for myself, even though it's totally valid and perfectly valid if I wanted to do it for myself and for my mental health. And, I don't give a shit that people consider that to be, accountability that I'm running away from or anything, because everyone who knows me knows that I do not fucking run from accountability. I run headfirst at it and get mad about it, and I seek it out. Have you ever discussed how similar Will looked like Keith in Gemstones when he had long hair? Fun fact about Keith, he's actually a pretty cool dude in real life. I've never personally met him, but Keith is from the same school that Will graduated from, same comedy school. We'll talk about that right now. Hold on, actually, here, I'll pull it up. So, I don't know if you guys know this or not, and I don't know if Will has actually talked about this or not, but so this is Tony Calvero, okay? So Tony Calvero is also known as Keith in Righteous Gemstones, one of my favorite shows out right now. I think it's fucking hilarious. It's like jam-packed and absolutely hilarious. But Tony Calvero, okay, looks a lot like Will, and it's really interesting, right? You think it's interesting? Well, what's even more interesting is that Tony is one of the top graduates at, I think it's Second City or Groundlings, whichever. Will went to all of them, but Will went to all the comedy schools, and in the world of the comedy schools, when you elevate to the highest level, you become like one of the top 6. I think it's Groundlings or top 7. And they have like all those top 7 people are basically like Supreme Court justice positions almost, where when you're in that top 7, like unless you retire and go to like SNL or whatever, you're basically a part of that company, the top 7 slot. And Will, because he looks exactly like this man, was unfortunately unable to like make it to the top 7, even though he like graduated and got to that point, and like he needed this dude to leave so he could fill that role. Which is kind of wild, even though he is chill. Like from what I understand, he's like a very chill dude. He's a very funny guy. But you know, he's yeah, they literally never let him in because Groundlings is dumb like that. No. He graduated all the way up to the top of the fucking Groundlings. Like he's been through all of the courses in Groundlings. Like he went through all the levels. I went and I saw his fucking I went and I saw his comedy show, stuff like that. But oh my God, The Wolf Among Us 2 is coming out. Oh my Lord. Okay, I'm excited about this. Comedy schools are breeding comics. Last night, Will said he hasn't made any money from Fear and Malding. That's not Will alone. It's both of us. We've done a fuckload of ads. We've done a fuckload of ad reads. We have, and they pump ads against our will and against our consent because that's the contractual thing that they have. And I keep asking WME, can you send me remittance? Like, can you send me the fucking remittance? Can you send me the remittance? And they're like, oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll do it. And most likely we're just not going to be, we're not going to be working with Cast. Like, I don't have a problem with Cast. They were fine.
Wide people happy. Let's have
fun
today.
And I'm not saying that they're like scamming or whatever. Even though I just never wanted to run ads to begin with on the podcast. And then basically in order for us to be able to use their studio and use their producers and all that stuff, like they were like, you have to do these ads, right? And is it feasible to just do all the shit they do on your own? Yes, of course it is. And it was feasible even back when I first originally signed with Cast. The reason why I wanted to sign with them, dude, why are you replying to furries shitting on you on Twitter? I don't know. But the reason why I signed with them originally was because I wanted something else. Like I wanted to be obligated to another place, so I would be forced to do something outside of my comfort zone. Okay? But yeah, Cast is not great. So it's just not for us. They're good for like famous people that don't understand content creation in the digital space. Like they're probably great for people like Sarah Silverman, you know what I mean? But for people like me and Will, like we already make content. We know how to make good content. Like Will is responsible for hundreds of millions of views at BuzzFeed. I, over the course of my career, have also generated content that have gotten hundreds of millions of views, both at TYT and myself. Like we know how to make content. So it's just like, it's the digital it's the back end stuff that that we had to deal with, and it's not worth doing all these fucking ads. You know what I mean? Like we were doing so many fucking ads for all these like companies that we were supposedly getting paid, which I don't even know if we ever got paid or not. That's why I don't want to like say Cast is responsible for it, because like WME could have totally paid me, and I did not realize that WME sent me Cast remittances. and I might not have seen it, which is why I kept fucking asking WME, like, send me the remittance, so I know exactly what Cass has paid us. But I'm not certain if they ever did. What is this?
I don't get to spend much time with my best friend. And sadly enough, Fear and Malding is probably the majority of the time that I've spent with my best friend over the last year. Like, if we stop the podcast, I probably won't see Hasan.
That's not true. But the reason why I originally started Fear and Malding was because, and remember, this was at the time when Will wasn't at the place that he's at now. Okay? The reason why I originally started Fear and Malding was because I wanted, like, him to be the big mic to my Logan Paul. You know what I mean? I wanted to be able to, like, I wanted to be able to create a fucking podcast that, I wanted to be able to create a podcast where, like, Will could control it and, like, do everything for it, and that was his product, you know what I mean? And then basically it never ended up coming to fruition because, well, one, I fucking had no time whatsoever to deal with it. I also, on top of that, like, was working with a team that, you know, didn't really do much. Like, I kept fucking saying, like, when Will says yes to something, you know, treat it as law, but they never did. They kept fucking asking me for permission on shit, and it was, like, really fucking annoying. And, you know, it's. You and Will should stream together more often and go into other streams. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll definitely do that. But, like, the reason why I wanted to build this studio, the studio that you see right now, okay? Like, boom, look at that. Boom, 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 you know? Boom, boom. The reason why I wanted to build this, and hopefully eventually we'll be able to full-blown, like, have a better camera setup studio, was so that I could do the podcast here, so that we could eventually do it independently on our own, and do all this stuff on our own, have guests over, make it much easier to fucking streamline the process, make it much easier, and go independent and not have to do, like, all these fucking ads. So, you know, we're gonna probably get, like, a producer if we do this, you know. And we most likely will. And, like, we still own the IP and stuff. Like, you know, Cast is very, it's like, if we split, it's an amicable split. You know what I mean? It's not like crazy. It just wasn't, like, the best partnership, because, like, what we were looking at of the partnership and what they were looking at of the partnership is different, you know? But yeah, what we need is, like, a Jamie type dude who knows how to operate cameras, like, you know, fix them up if need be, and then knows how to operate a roadcaster, which is pretty easy. I will most likely, like, for the time being, I will most likely use, like, one of my editors potentially, or we'll see what happens. But we didn't shoot this week, and we're gonna figure out how to move going forward. But the reason why I built this fucking studio was so I could shoot in here. You know what I mean? That's why I want to do that. I want to be able to shoot in here and do all that. Taxes must be difficult using Twitch? No, not at all. Dude, you get 1099s and that's it. I mean, taxes are difficult unless you have, like, I don't know, unless you're like trying to fucking get more bang for your buck, like get more unless you're trying to reduce your, you know, taxes somehow. But we are going to talk about the Don't Say Gay thing today. How many average listeners per pod up? I have no idea. But if we do that, if we go independent, like we're you know, we're going to figure it out. But if we do go independent, eventually, when we do go independent, rather, what I wanted to always do was just have, like, fucking one episode behind a paywall, one episode not, and then have the Patreon fund itself. You know what I mean? Fund the podcast, like the way that Ludwig does The Yard. So So, you know, we'll figure that stuff out. That's easy peasy stuff. That's not a big deal at all.
Let's go 1 year B.
So we'll see. I mean, that's like, you know, that's the Chapo method. That's what like they've been doing. You know, they've been doing all this stuff. Like this is the stuff that works. So
Tell Will I'll be his best friend.
I'm fucking all over the place. What happened to leftovers, lmao? I'm waiting. I don't know. I fucking. So, going independent is probably the best move to set up that you have. You should be having all control. Yeah, because like the issues are, you know, we have a fucking studio, right? We have this fucking studio that we have to go to. When we go to that studio, there's like all these problems, because you know there's only a limited amount of time. I don't have like a person on payroll, so I can't film on fucking Sunday nights. Like if it were up to me, I would get a fucking producer. And that producer would be, you know, in the best position on the fucking planet, because all they got to do is fucking film twice, you know, pull some graphics, pull some fucking stories, extremely online producer, and then they literally film twice, one on Sunday night, and then one, I don't know, another time during the week. And when you do that, and you make a fuckload of money off of just like the Patreon donos itself, so it would be awesome. Awesome position for the most part, but the issue is like I'm not lucky like Ludwig is, and Ludwig is very smart, obviously on top of luck, but like he has an entire fucking crew of brilliant content creators that he has surrounded himself with that also know everything. They know everything about like the back end stuff. Like they've been doing this professionally. You know what I mean? I need like a Slime and an Aiden and all these, and Nick, like all these guys who are fucking awesome and do an incredible job, you know, and I don't have that. So that's something I need to do. And I'm just like so bad at this shit. You know what I mean?
As high.
So we'll see. But yeah, let's blast off. I mean, I got nothing else going on. I mean, I have a lot going on rather, but like I have nothing in my personal life that's going on that's like interesting. I watched the Tinder Swindler last night, so I'll just blast off. Daycare is open. Like that's the reason why I started off early today. I have a lot of thoughts on it. Talking briefly about React Gate. And diving into news. Did you ever consider hiring an assistant? Yes, I have considered it. Not an assistant, but like it would be, I don't know what the fucking position would be considered, but it's like the we're going to talk about crack pipes and everything else, which is not a bad thing, by the way. That's a good thing. So don't be one of those reactionary dickheads. Yes, I'll be using your meme Kelsexan for that blast off tweet. What the fuck is this? +12 years camera and editing experience. Hire me. Have you considered making an op a co-op? My operation currently does operate similar to a co-op where like we don't have like a fucking workers council or anything, but like the only part of this process where my editors come into play, they have full autonomy, full control. They do everything. Like they run the show. They do everything. So it's not even, you know, like there is no democracy because I don't even have a say basically in what happens, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
8 months of brain rot.
Anyway. Daycare's open early to watch Tinder Swindler last night. I have a lot of thoughts on it. Talking briefly about REACTgate and diving into the news. Fighting crack pipes. Gucci, Jim Jones.
Brain rot confirmed.
$0.5 billion crypto stolen and more. Get in now. I need to. One thing I need to do better though, and it's fucking annoying, is that because of the sea of like endless criticism that I've gotten from people, a lot of it being bad faith. Yeah, we're gonna talk about REI union busting too. There's so much to talk about. Holy shit! But because of the endless sea of like criticisms that I've gotten from people that are most of the time fucking totally bad faith, that I have no way of like, I seek out the shit nonstop, right? But I've basically gotten to a point where like I have no way of responding in a way that makes me look a little bit better. Like it looks fine to you, okay? It looks fine to you because you know where I'm coming from. It looks fine to you because you understand what I mean. You watch me 8 hours a day. It looks fine to you. But if someone has never fucking actually watched me, and the only thing that they've seen is like an 8-hour compilation, or if only thing that they've seen are fucking enough clips of me standing up, leaving, and they're also not content creators themselves, so they have no way of understanding what content creators are interested in, or what content creators like, or what motivates them. And the only thing that they hear is like one content creator that they actually like that has decided that reaction is bad for everyone else. Then of course, like I have no good way of communicating that to people, effectively communicating that to people, and it sucks. So I got to get better at that. That's definitely something I used to be a lot better at. I don't want people to think that like I'm fucking running away from criticism. I never do. If anything, people get mad at me for maybe doing too much diving headfirst into criticism. So the best thing to do is just ignore them. That sucks, but the misinfo would also just stay. I don't think there's any way to like, I don't think there's any way to respond to it.
Thanks for spending the last year with me at HasanAbi. Heart.
I don't think there's any way to like respond to it and like actually fucking diffuse the situation. So I don't know. I've always felt like you are the archetype of your Twitter image. You melt people's faces with laser eyes. Yeah, I mean literally.
Do it.
But yeah, the one guy on Twitter you saw was in good faith, but he's still wrong. Yeah, the thing is like, here's what it is, okay? This meme itself, it's wild that this convo even, it's wild that this is even a convo when most people are watching it, and the overwhelming majority of content creators, including myself, love when people react to whatever we make, right? This is true. The myth of mutually beneficial react content. I consent is the reactors. I consent is 99.9% of content creators, and I don't says random YouTuber who no one is reacting to. Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? Now, this was about the DarkViperAU guy who said that reaction content is similar to, date rape. Like literally said, I would fear being around someone who reacts like to people's content because they're not asking for consent. And I would cover my drinks around them. Like he like went into fucking town. Like it was really fucking gross. And not only gross because it's a ridiculous way to fucking talk about anything really, but also gross because it kind of minimizes like sexual assault. You know what I mean? Anyway, I mean, it's probably clout chasing, but if we are to be charitable, or if we try to be charitable, even though I think that like, from what I understand, I've never watched any Dark Viper content, but from what I understand, it seems like he makes decent videos. Like a lot of people are fans of his. It seems like he's like a leftist in Australia or something, but like not really a leftist, but like a liberal in Australia, whatever, center left. And he's good at making videos when he's making videos about himself, but like he goes fucking off the rails whenever he like has like a pet peeve issue that he just like hyper focuses on. It's an analogy. I know, man. I know it is an analogy, but the analogy doesn't work if you make these comparisons to rape all the fucking time. Okay. It's not a consent analogy if the impact is not as damaging as like literally date rape, okay? That's the problem that people have with. I know that it's very hard for logic lords to who fucking LARP as like the most rational person on the planet who can't have a normal conversation without like liking it to rape all the time. The problem with rape is not just the fucking lack of consent in that circumstance. Lack of consent in and of itself could be analogous to a million different things. But lack of consent when you make it to rape, you're basically stating that the damage is as insane as the damage is as like problematic and as fucking damaging and destructive as rape. Okay. Yeah, it's just basically Holocaust equivocal that debate lords do with literally anything bad. Yeah.
My 18 sentence is almost up.
Also, he himself is a React Lord, and he himself has done many fucking reacts, so that's fucked up. Anyway, so it's a super shit analogy, and they always do this. I'm not gonna watch his reaction to Charlie. That's what he wants for the most part. When I take a sip of my girlfriend's soda at dinner without her consent, that's basically assault. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it's a appeal to emotion that people engage in. It's like a super exaggerated one that wants you to react the way you do. So then you're stuck arguing about fucking, you know, rape or whatever. So anyway, so I made this meme. Okay. And the problem with a meme like this is that it of course does not see the valid side of the criticisms, right? The valid sides of the criticism are this. If I watch a content creator, okay, it doesn't matter if it's helpful to them or not. If they don't want me to watch them, then they're right. And you guys that have been here for a long enough time know this already. Right? You know that that's my perspective. And there have been instances where people have been like, people have said less than like overtly positive things. And I immediately stop watching. I say, I'm sorry. And I never watch again, including the person who like originally started this conversation. There was like a year ago, during one of my cooking segments, I watched someone's, it auto-played a video of someone's that I did not know. And that person did not like it. They've apparently also done a React Harder meme to Charlie as well, Moist Critical. Okay. And I admitted that I was wrong in that situation immediately. I was like, because that's true. If someone doesn't want you to fucking watch them, no, it's not Tierzoo. Tierzoo is in here all the time. Tierzoo is awesome. But I even stopped watching his stuff, even though he was also like confused at first. Right? So
yeah, mom.
It was valid to be like, hey, that's fucked up. Please don't do that again. Okay, that was valid. But milking that for an entire fucking year and continuously making like videos about it is crazy. I just saw an older clip of him where he says he's autistic. Maybe talk about the subject and not mention him anymore. It's not even him. First of all, I think their pronouns are they, them. I'm not entirely certain, but it doesn't matter. I had a suspicion because it's quite normal to have an exaggerated sense of right and wrong. But it's just like
hassle.
So, dude, don't say fucking dumb shit like that. What the fuck's wrong with you? So, as I was saying, and this is a conversation that we've had over and over and over again, many times over, right? Also, pump this, please. Let the people know, let your friends know, let your family know, let your enemies know that we're live and alive. You know, after a fucking year, especially because like I agree with the original point. After a year, it's like, okay, well, like, what else do you want from me? You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, I will not watch their video. And every time I talk about it, like, people go and seek it out and they watch the video. The entire point is, like, to get people to watch the video a year after the fact. It's just not worth it. It's not. Like, I feel like it's bad faith. I'm sorry. Okay? Especially considering that, like, I'm right. Or, I mean, they're right. And I have apologized. Like, I agree. Like, if someone doesn't want you to watch your shit, you don't watch their shit. That's it. Okay? So there is validity in that side, in that conversation, in that side. Do I personally think it's beneficial for them? No, but it doesn't matter. It's not me. It's their video. The guy who posted in Hoscord basically just wants you to pause before you go to pee. That's it. He's in good faith. Can also be very annoying. So a bunch of people also jumped on this and were like, dude, why do you play the video while you're fucking getting up? Is it Coffeezilla? No, of course not. I love Coffeezilla. Okay. That person made it. Oh, that's the other reason. The person that we're talking about also made an 8-hour podcast with like kill stream Nazis, where they like basically just restreamed my stream, which I don't have an issue with. But you know, when you do that, it's like it's impossible for me to see it as like good faith criticism. So there's that too. There was like literally fucking kill stream Nazis on there. So if you're doing that sort of stuff, like, then I don't think you're doing it in good faith. I think it's kind of sad. I think it's kind of pathetic. And I'm sure they'll keep making more videos over and over again. Okay? But ultimately, okay, you can still plan the kitchen setup going. Yes, exactly. So ultimately, what I am going to do is like, yeah, I get up when a fucking video is playing from time to time. Okay. The reason why I don't pause it when I get up is because I care about the content above all else. I care about you guys being entertained above all else. And I know that if I fucking if I pause the video, you guys are going to be fucking annoyed. You're going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? So I would rather play it on my phone while I get up. You know what I mean? While I get up and answer the door, get the deliveries, fucking, you know, even in the 10-minute period where I'm off camera sporadically when I am cooking. So So, you know, of course I'm going to do that. And the real reason why I don't care about it for the most part is because 90%, like I said, but that's what the YouTuber want, disrespectful. Wait, what do you mean? They don't even want to say don't react. They say that leaving videos only and leaving disrespectful to the creator, and they just want people to be more transformative. Okay, but that's the react harder argument. And most of the creators that are quite literally in here, like Nick is not green, for example, is a great example of this. Like, these are people from this community as well. Like, they don't mind it. Like, 90% of creators don't mind it. And I do react hard, okay? I react so fucking hard that there are entire memes about how much I pause. We totally forgot about this for some weird reason, because one content creator with a relatively sizable audience that has partnered up with a bunch of other content creators who just fucking despise me. There's this notion on the internet that, like, I don't fucking react hard or something. Like, there's a reason why people call me HasanAbi. It's so weird that people are now saying, like, when he joins, you should say you're going to eat something and leave him alone with your chair for 30 minutes. That's why I'm like so confused by this. This is a wild take, and it speaks to the power of compilations. I have 8 hours of stream you can watch. And it's like, people are basically asking me to change the way I do the stream, but they've never watched the stream. Like, if you were a stream watcher and that was something that was like frustrating you, that's a little bit different. You know what I mean? But you don't watch the stream. You've never watched the stream. You've only seen compilations of it. And you have a false notion that I do this thing where I just like fucking play a video and move on. Play a video and move on. Okay? It's not for them. But like you guys know this already. Like I pause so fucking much. Remember this shit? I paused so fucking much that when Casually Explained made a YouTube video calling out Twitch streamers, he literally mentioned me and added that listen.
Regardless of whether someone is a pro gamer or you just have a crush on them, at the end of the day, streaming is all about entertainment, and you can watch and support whoever you want. But at least be honest with yourself about it. I've seen people be like, oh, yeah, she does like yoga at the beach, and I've donated because she obviously can't afford a proper outfit, and I've been trying to learn yoga myself. You know? Yeah, okay, buddy. And I'm a tier 3 sub to Hasan for his political views. And we're back.
I'm sorry, what? Son of a bitch. So that's the first part about it. And then look at that. Perfect relationship with a streamer and chatter.
Thanks for unpausing the video, Hasan. Now, one thing Twitch is certainly known for.
Classic. Are you fucking kidding me? Classic. Like, that's a classic. You know what I mean? That's how much I pause shit and yell for like an hour and a half. That's the reason why people call me HasanAbi. People get mad at me. Like, that was such a good one. That was an incredible bait. Like, that's literally that's the meme. So I don't know how the fuck it turned into like, dude, you're not reacting hard enough to the videos. You can say that about anyone, by the way, for the record. You can say that about anyone. And there are instances where, like, if your argument is don't watch my videos on stream, okay, I don't want you reacting to my videos, valid. I will never do that again. If your argument is watch my videos but watch them harder, okay, and like react to them harder, then that's fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? If your argument is watch my video for, you literally did not unpause for 17 minutes.
Love you, BB.
You have a good old-fashioned father. It's Sunday afternoon. You have to visit.
In modern society. Yeah, I play, like, it's the meme, the meta in this fucking community. The meme in this community is like, I'll play a fucking 1 minute snippet of a 4 minute clip and I will go to town for 60 fucking minutes on it. That's the whole point. Stun locks, like the one that's occurring right now, is exactly what I do. That's what I do best. That's literally what I do best. And sometimes there's not going to be a fucking stun lock, okay? Sometimes I play a video and I don't stun lock on it, okay? It's very frustrating that people are now like making it seem like I just fucking sit around and don't do anything. And I know immediately when someone makes that fucking meme that they just don't watch. That they just don't watch at all.
HasanAbi.
That's why people come in here to watch me. The reason why I'm saying all this is so that like we can, I guess, make a YouTube video or something eventually so that people can understand. What I feel is there are moments where I'm not all there, okay? I'm live for 8 to 10 hours a day. There are moments when I go up and pee. The reason why I don't pause it is because if I did that, everyone would be super fucking pissed. And I care about making sure that you guys are entertained. Like, that's what I care about more. More than anything else. Okay.
That's great.
And the reason why I don't think people give a shit about that overall, like I don't think content creators themselves get like super fucking mad about that overall.
Didn't really
is because they like it when we're watching their videos. Okay. For the most part, 99.9% of content creators love it. I'm a content creator. I love it when people fucking react to my videos. I don't care if they're like not reacting hard enough or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. No, bro, it's what you do worse. Stream will be 2,000 times better if you set a timer and only talk about something for like 10 minutes. I mean, you talked about this saying is the exact same thing for 3 hours yesterday, and here we are still stuck on the stupid shit. I know, but there's always new people in here, and I want to address it for all the people that are actually in here coming in with good faith to basically understand where I'm coming from.
Has high.
And also, you guys are in here, so you obviously know where I'm coming from. But if you look at the quote tweets on that meme, the quote tweets on the meme that I posted this morning, It's literally everyone being like, dude, that's all you do is you're a leech. You're just an entirely bad person. Neon Taster, you didn't react to Jay's content. You took a shit while playing his video on stream. Honestly, it'd be different if you only did this with Masters Chief and TV Shit Show, but full Channel 5 videos with barely any reaction sucks. I really don't think many of those viewers would go rewatch the video again, but who knows? Like this person is fucking complaining about reactions to Channel 5. Andrew loves it. Andrew fucking loves that shit. Like, you're literally complaining about someone who loves the shit, okay? Bitch made a song, Mad Jay responded. I'm not even talking about Jay. I don't give a fuck about this person, okay? But there are fans of this person who literally are just like, let's be honest, if Hasan didn't do React content, no one would care about him because he's the most boring streamer on Twitch. Exactly. Like, totally. Totally.
20 months pog.
So anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The reason why I have to address this shit though is because there are people with like, first of all, the funny part of it is there are people who like don't understand content creation or why it's actually good to fucking react to videos. So they think like they operate off of like the one YouTuber that they like that said this guy sucks. So they're thinking all YouTubers feel this way when that's not the case. Okay? That's not the fucking case. Like I've been a content creator for 10 years, man. I know. Like can people at some point be like, okay, maybe you know what you're talking about? Okay? I think a good compromise is the link of the video in chat and directing people to like and subscribe to the video channel. I mean, we already do that. We already fucking literally, we already point to the video. I talk about it. I talk about the video when I'm watching it. I say, this is the content creator. I can't believe he's doing this. This is great. It doesn't matter. Okay? Because it's not a legitimate, it's not a legit talking point. It's like the fucking car saga all over again. We will be watching the baby game direct later. Yes. So anyway, I watched a new DarkViper video and he was spot on. You're using bad faith. What? DarkViper, 18-month subscriber. What? I'm using bad faith. I'm using bad faith arguments here. I already recognize and admit. I already recognize and admit that if someone does not want me to watch their content, then they're completely justified. They're completely correct. There are people. You not being in your chair bit hasn't even been mentioned in a few months. I've been here until you started pointing it out. Now everyone's saying it to trigger the classic 1-1 stun lock. You seem to be very focused on the topic and you're backpedaling. But before you ban, check my logs.
What?
I've been a huge fan of you and inspired me to create my own content based on climate change. I'm sorry to get on your nerve a long time ago, but it's legit improve my lifestyle and focus on me rather than you. It'll be a good chatter and provide useful top of the hour ad baits not available. Wait, what? Content creators just want to create a parasitic relationship with bigger content creators. It's the toxic way to bump their validity value and on top of the hour. Yeah, I mean, that's the other part of it is like, listen, you watch people's YouTube videos and that's a positive way to engage with someone's content. That's a positive way to make an interaction with this community and their community. And then the other way to do that is basically by fucking doing these like call out posts and all this other shit. It's the same energy. It's by trying to attack the content creator. You're like trying to fucking tackle a piece of their audience, maybe drive a wedge between his community and try to like grab as many fucking people as you can. That stuff does not work. Okay? That stuff just does not work in the long term. You're not going to get enough, like, you're not going to be able to farm enough hate engagements that will allow you to have a sustainable business model for sure. You know what I mean? I know this. I know. I promise. I think I demonstrably have at least some level of knowledge on content creation. I've been doing it for a very long time. So So anyway, XQC doesn't respond, and it's the smart thing to do. Speaking like a true capitalist. Yeah, exactly. You can say it's a true capitalist or whatever, but I'm not going to be baited into watching someone's fucking video a year after the point when I've already agreed with the original point that they made. Like, what do you want? What do you want me to do? The answer is, ironically, I want you to react to my video. So, like, I'm not going to do that. If the main point of contention is, don't react to my fucking videos, I did not consent to this, and then you try to get me to react to your further fucking videos, I'm not going to do that. Why the fuck would I ever do that? Why would I literally give in to what you want when I already acknowledge that you're in the right to fucking watch, in the right to say, I don't want you to fucking watch my shit, and that's fine. Isn't it funny how Charlie mentioned his Dark Viper video, how the same person told him the same thing, react harder or don't watch? Charlie did the same thing as you and never watched their vids again, but you're the only one catching flack? Yes, because I respond, because I'm a fucking idiot, okay? Anyway, that's it. And this is why it gets very frustrating after a while, because like, I at least am trying. I'm making an effort to be as charitable as possible. I'm making an effort to like respond to it, you know what I mean? And then people say, Hasan, you don't take criticism well. But there's a degree of criticism that I can charitably understand and respect and respond to, which is what I'm doing when I say, you're right, but what else do you want? Okay? And then there is the, I don't really give a shit. I just want you to watch my favorite content creator's video. And especially because like it's a non-issue that turns into an issue. My biggest problem on the internet, what, you're misrepresenting this argument? Can you watch this clip?
In this reality, XQC doesn't use other people's labor.
I'm so sick and fucking tired of this, dude. I hate this. This guy is literally, look at his videos, man. Look at his fucking videos, bro. Look at this channel, okay? Look at this fucking channel. He's got videos with 70K views, 94K views, 64K views. Boom, 9 hours ago, 228,000 views. What are you? Are you riding or dying for him? Are you? Why? Like, are you his biggest fan and you want him to fucking look at this thumbnail? Holy shit. The real reason why he's doing this is because he wants people to react to his fucking videos. And it's very frustrating. You're a fucking idiot if you don't realize that, okay? There's been good faith criticism and bad faith criticism. You literally are trying to desperately give into what he wants to do, which is react to my fucking videos, please. Okay? That's what he's doing. But you don't know that because you're not a fucking content creator. I am. So I know what he's doing. There's two ways of doing it. Make good content, okay? And you're like, hey, please watch my video. This is sick. And then I do, and it's awesome. And that's not a parasitic relationship. That's a positive relationship. And then the other way to do it is by doing call-out posts and having absolute fucking baboon-brained idiots like you operate on his behalf. You're literally giving him, you're helping him. You're helping him. That's the point. That's why he's doing it, you fucking idiot. He's not doing it because he legitimately thinks it's fucking unacceptable. He's doing it because then people will watch his shit and he will get a big bump. Holy fuck. Ah. Ah.
Dear Hasan, please don't get angry. This torque is anlar and seeker is on lard.
Two months brain rot not effective yet.
Yeah, like, why the fuck would I watch his clips if his entire fucking thing is like, I just, listen, dude. If his entire thing is like, don't react to my shit. Okay, don't react to people. Like, why would I do that?
Viper AU.
I appreciate content while I attend university.
Oh, it's just this simple, chat. We don't need to watch a video on this. This is why he's pissed. This is why he's pissed. It's just that simple. I don't need a 25-minute video to tell me he's pissed because he's irrelevant now. He fell off. Well, you were at
so, like, Miskiv is joking, and what he's trying to say here basically is that, like, the reason why this person is making this video is because, like, he's upset that he fell off, and that's the reason why he's doing it. But, like, It doesn't matter. Like there is a level, there's a degree that you have to like respond to it in a way where there's a degree of charitability that you have to apply.
4K doing something, and you fell off hard. That's just it.
And my problem is I didn't do that, and I took it seriously, and it doesn't matter.
6 months and I'm here
because like I took it seriously, and what the fuck, Maurice? Thank you for the 100 gifted subs. Holy shit, dude.
You fell off. You had something going. Bada boom, bada bing. I don't know. Maybe you didn't move to Austin, Texas.
The spikes are from starting drama, but the content itself barely grew audience. Exactly. The inverse of that is that like every time I get into these fucking dramas, I actually lose viewership because people get mad and people get annoyed because I'm constantly fucking repeating the same points over and over again.
Sorry. Daddy, don't get angry. Sorry. Daddy, don't get angry. Sorry.
Anyway. So let's get to the fucking actual juice on the stream, okay? The real content. Let's get to it. We're moving on from this. DC schools have been evacuated due to multiple bomb threats. What the fuck? What is happening in America, bro? This is wild. All right. Are you going to collab with FD Signifier? I think he wants to talk about Debate Bros, and I don't want to talk about Debate Bros. If we're being honest. And I don't want to watch Noah's video on Debate Bros because I don't care about Debate Bros, and I don't want to watch it. It's fucking dumb to tell content creators they need to try to talk to you when you don't ask them for permission in the first place to act like a child when they try to respond. Dude, there is only one content creator who I've already fucking agreed with that is like still farming it, and you're a sucker for doing their marketing for them, for the record. Because like I said, the overwhelming majority, the 99% of content creators are actually excited when people react to their content. Of course they are, because there's many positives to it. Okay, and you're trying to sucker me back into the drama right now by writing the same shit over and over again, which is why I'm going to ban you. And the reason why I'm banning this person is not because I'm running away from criticism, because I can't stop myself actually from responding to everything over and over again, and it's making the content worse for the 23,000 people that are in here. You're being selfish and you're centering yourself in the middle of the conversation, and you don't give a fuck about the 20,000 other people that are in here because you want to be at the center of this drama. You want to bait drama, you want to continue the stun lock, and it's fucking bullshit, okay? Unacceptable, and you should be ashamed of yourself for ruining other people's days. Let's continue. Okay, so the Newsmax is out of control, folks. Newsmax is you know, Newsmax has gone from did the person say they're a Nazi? I'm sorry, is this 1938? How could they be a Nazi? To one flag makes everyone a Nazi? Thank you. This is an incredible photo, dude.
Let's get this ad. Let's get this ad. Let's get this ad. Let's get this ad.
That's awesome. That's fucking dope. This is next level shit. Okay?
Yeah.
I love that. It's just, come on, dude. Come on. We can't have like a little bit of a Nazi flag at our event. Like, hey, get the fuck out of here, bro. What's next? This is cancel culture. Speaking of cancel culture, why doesn't cancel culture ever come for Tom Holland? Tom Holland buys a Taycan. Everybody celebrates it. Tom Holland gets to drive the Taycan away with his incredibly pretty girlfriend Zendaya. Tom Holland and Zendaya then buy a $4 million home in London together. Everybody celebrates that too. Sick and tired of it, okay? Sick and tired of it. And the people are going to say, Tom Holland is not a socialist. Okay, who cares? Who cares? There is no clause that says you can't date Zendaya if you're socialist. There's no clause that says you can't have a fucking house if you're socialist. There's no clause that says you can't have a fucking nice car if you're socialist. You're not mad about the action itself. When Tom Holland does it, you're just mad here. Anyway, can't touch Spider-Man lmao. I know. Is it because he's pretty? Is it because he's very attractive and cool? Is it because he's Spider-Man? Yes. Okay? All of those things are true. And I'm not. And that's why I'm only going to get fucking clapped up. Tom Holland, dude. Gourmand core sweeping the nation. Gourmand addict by Zara. Funny.
Your Varg look like Tony.
Alex Jones literally burns his own bullshit article.
Joe
What is
Rogan
this?
joins Getter, Gettr, getting even dumber. Promote Joe all you want, that's great, but InfoWars is kind of the Joe Rogan channel, which is fine. We are just as valuable as Joe Rogan. I get on my knees and just say, hey, this is a great platform exploding. Can we get a link up? Can we talk about it? It's like, nope. We're not talking about ourselves. We're supposed to say, yeah, here's something we did. Like, gonna hide that back here, put it right over here. You can't see it, and then maybe. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we have the documents and the big article. How powerful is it to go? Here's the military psyop used to brainwash you. People are like, our own crew's like, that's us. Screw it. Hell, pour gasoline on that. Hell, we ought to burn. In fact, I want to burn that article. Print me the article. I'm burning it on air. In fact, bring me a lighter. If I burn it on air, they'll care about it. Seriously, I'll burn that damn article on air. Print it for me again. I'll piss on it. I'll bury it. I'll take that article outside, and I will dig a 2-foot hole, and I will bury it. That's where InfoWars goes, buried. That's where our articles go, is in the dirt, because we're pathetic, because we're nobody, because we never did anything, and we don't matter. Seriously, they publicly meet and discuss how they're going to screw us over all day, and then I'm supposed to just sit here every day and chronicle how they're screwing us. I don't think people are stupid.
Positive news, Joe mentioned and played a bit Tim Dillon did about you and Joe. It's a funny bit that comes in defense of you. Sorry for the spam, but I thought it was really exciting. I'm sure he like avoided that part though. Like I'm sure he avoided where Tim talks about me, and he probably only talks about the Joe Rogan side. You know what I mean?
Really live.
Just like you could technically avoid the top of the hour ad break if you wanted to by doing a multitude of different things, but the top of the hour ad break comes for all at the top of every hour. For example, one way that you can avoid it is by subscribing for $5. Another way that you can avoid it is if you don't have $5, subscribing for free. I mean, someone fucking gave literally 100 gifted subs earlier, so that's one way that you could have avoided it if you got lucky and got gifted a sub. But, you know, if you're not lucky enough to get that, then you got to make your own luck by subscribing for free with a Twitch Prime. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. Yes, I know we're going to talk about Dave Chappelle with the affordable housing. It's literally my first fucking story on the docket today, okay? I'm looking into it a little bit further. I am actually reaching out to the... Dude, why are your vids always desynced? Are they still desynced? There might be like a little baby desync, okay? There might be a baby desync. It's the cameras that we have and the new setup that we have. I think it like overloads the audio a little bit. Anyway, maybe a baby one, no significant issue. Still annoying that it happens. Anyway. Okay, we're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna talk about Joe Rogan too.
Mass psychosis and mass fear, paranoia, hysteria. They admit that's what they're doing. We have them. We have them. We have them. Let's just burn the truth. You know, it's absolutely true. Let's forget mass formation psychosis. I agree with Google. Don't talk about it or you'll get your social credit score shut down. Shut your filthy mouths. Good. Get rid of your population right now, scum. Shut your mouth up. Like, they probably love it. They're probably like, good job. He burned himself to death. Now shut his dirty pie hole up. There you go. Screw that InfoWars story. Shut up those people.
So, Alex Jones is hot. I'm just saying what everyone's thinking. That's true. If you guys can find or if you guys can find Joe Rogan talking about me and Tim Dillon, then that would be great. I would love to see that. Is Alex Jones okay? A question I ask myself all the time is not happening. Representative Owens complains that people are being given access to free crackpots.
Wake up to news reports that we have an administration that, for the sake of equity, is going to give black people access to crackpots. That's equity. We now have the opportunity.
It means crack pipes.
Crack pots. Pipes. To wake up to news reports.
So what's really frustrating about this is that, like, for the first time ever, Jim Crow Joe's goddamn program actually revolves around something positive. Like, yes, offering crack pipes, offering clean crack pipes to crackheads, okay, addicts, is a good thing. That's literally what every civilized country does. I'm glad that the United States of America is, like, finally reaching levels that Portugal reached, like, 12, 20 fucking years ago, okay? So anyone that looks at this purely from the optics point of view and goes, wow, that's really fucked up, I can't believe they're doing that, is an idiot, okay? Yes, Portugal, carajo, okay? But the reality is, like, Canada does this, Portugal does this, many other fucking countries do this. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, okay? It offers, it's the least that you can do in what is considered harm reduction, okay? It's literally harm reduction. That's what this is. And of course, even when you're doing like the first baby bit, the first baby step of harm reduction, like clean needles and crack pipes, immediately everyone's like, whoa, hold on. You're saying doing crack is good. It's like, no, that's not. What if I start doing crack because the government's giving me a free pipe? It's like, is that why? That's how you're gonna start? Like that, you're gonna go to a free needle exchange program and that's how you're gonna start doing heroin? That's the first time? Like, I'm willing to bet there's 0 people on the planet that have started doing heroin when they stumbled across a fucking free needle exchange, okay? A clean needle program. You're like, oh, I was an accountant with a happy life and a happy wife. And then one day I walked past the clean needle exchange and I thought to myself, well, let me score some fucking yak, dude. Let me get that mud. Let me chase that dark horse, okay? Let me just inject myself with some fucking heroin, dude. Oh, can't wait. Everything that was stopping me from doing fucking heroin was the lack of clean needles. Holy shit. Oh my Lord. It's so stupid. People are so dumb. Yeah. Anyway, so it's just like, it's really fucking stupid. I think this is it. You get mentioned at the end. No, we've seen the original clip, but we haven't. Joe Rogan apparently reacted to this original clip. I said, visit Tim Dillon talking about you the other day. You were never mentioned on the JRE clip. The video they watched literally edited around your name. Wait, are you serious? Anyway. I wanted to try crack, but just didn't have enough money for a pipe. Now Uncle Joey's free pipe program. I too can become a crackhead.
So far.
Okay, so like the one good thing that they're doing with respect to rehabilitation, and immediately, of course, people are going in for the easy slam dunks to say that they're fucking crazy. Can't believe they're like promoting crack. Okay. And it's really fucking annoying.
Only resubbed so I can use his mods.
Russia has no idea what's coming. That's a good one. Okay, so let's see. Where is it? Do they have the crack pipe shit anywhere? No, Macy's didn't add that. Hold on. Let's see if Fox News' crack pipe coverage is around, you know? Because I'm sure they've already done like a fuckload on this subject matter. This administration wants to spend $30 million on crack pipes, says Kevin McCarthy.
Is the House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. Mr. Leader, thanks for joining me tonight. So when we look at all of these social media platforms, they're no friend of conservatives. They're no friend of free speech. And these platforms really have become the public square of debate today. If you guys win the House in November, can Republicans do anything to push back and get more freedom on these platforms?
Yes, we can and we will, Sean. But, you know, the greatest threat to free speech isn't coming from a law in Congress, because it's bound and protected by the First Amendment. Where it's really coming from is these politicians pushing these private companies to become government and utilize them, just like they're doing on the GoFundMe. That the politicians are pushing because they don't like what the truckers are doing, don't provide them the money. Or the YouTubes, don't put us up. Or you've watched time and...
Okay, I don't care about this, okay? Get to the crack pipe, dumbass.
Has done nothing to find the origins of it. Nancy Pelosi goes and tells athletes at the Olympics, American athletes, not to protest, not to stand up for their own right.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, God, they're so disingenuous. I hate it. Okay, here, let's just look at this Salon article instead. Is Joe Biden handing out crack pipes? Despite right-wing Twitter frenzy, not really. Republicans on Twitter seem to think harm reduction equates to free crack pipes for all, which is not entirely true, okay? On Tuesday, right-wing politicians and pundits suddenly began to amplify the entirely spurious claim that President Biden is using federal funds to distribute crack pipes to advance racial equity. By the way, this is a part of the broadcast where I react to a news article. Sorry to fucking salon.com, but I will be reacting to their news article, okay? I'm a reactor. I'm a react lord. This is what I do, okay? Of course, it's entirely different. The Biden admin will soon fund the distribution of crack pipes to drug addicts in underserved communities for the purpose of advancing racial equity, reported the Washington Free Beacon, a right-wing site. Now, what's really fucked up, before we even get further down this rabbit hole, before we talk about all this other stuff, what's incredibly disingenuous and incredibly fucked up about this entire thing is that, one, this is a good thing, as I mentioned already. This is a good thing. This is not a bad thing. Giving clean paraphernalia to addicts is a very good first step towards treating them like human beings instead of criminalizing their behavior and their illness that they have to live with for the rest of their fucking lives. Okay, and it's literally a good thing, and it leads to less hospitalizations. It leads to less scrutiny. It leads to people getting less sick. Okay, there's less disease going around when you're not sharing. When you're not sharing the same fucking needles. This is a common practice that every civilized nation engages in. Okay, every single civilized Western nation engages in exactly the same practices. It's the first step on a long sea of things that a government that chooses to actually, create a system where there's less addicts on the street would have to engage in. It's like the entry point. It's the first step. We're dipping our toe in the fucking pool, and the Republicans are disgusting, then immediately promoting counter propaganda, agitational counter propaganda that makes it worse overall. It's a good thing. This is a good thing. Yes, Portugal did this. Portugal, caralho. And the HIV rate plummeted. Okay? Fucking annoying. Now, it is an easy fucking dunk. It's an easy slam dunk to be like, Joe Biden on Black History Month is giving free crack pipes. His son, Hunter Biden, is an addict. Yeah, dude. perhaps that actually would allow a normal human being to be more understanding of the plight that people go through when they're fucking addicts. One of the most human moments that Joe Biden had during the debates was when Donald Trump tried to fucking own him and be like, Hunter Biden, your son, he's a crackhead. Your son's a crackhead. And he turned around and he said, yes, my son was an addict like millions of fucking families in this country. And I love him. He's recovering and I love him. Okay. That was probably the only moment where I looked at this fucking decrepit old goon. Okay. This bag of flesh and thought, wow, he came across like a fucking human. Okay. Because it's true. We live in a country where there are millions of addicted people. Okay. It's so crazy. Like, you literally cry and complain about the Appalachians getting absolutely eviscerated by Oxycontin when you want to make a right-wing populist fucking point of view against Purdue Pharma, which is understandable. And, I respect anyone who says fuck Purdue and fuck Big Pharma, okay? But then you turn around and when we talk about, like, the actual recovery process of that on the back end, you're like, oh, no, that's crackheads. You're giving crack to crackheads. It's crazy. Constantly fucking talking about like addicts. Constantly talking about addicts like this is so like it's so counterintuitive. It's so bad. It just further it just further agitates people. It further dehumanizes them when they're a victim of circumstance. Okay? And it makes it harder to actually deal with the addiction. If you treat it like a crime and not a fucking illness, because it is an illness,
Prosecution and shame of addicts solves nothing.
then you are creating a space where it's way, way harder, except anti-vaxxers, Hasan. Their opposition to Big Pharma, you oppose. Yes, dude, because I'm not a fucking idiot. I hate Big Pharma, but if someone has diabetes, I'm not going to be like, don't take insulin. Big Pharma is stealing that, you know? Don't take insulin, dog. Big Pharma's making money off that because I'm not a fucking idiot. There's a difference, okay? I'm sorry, I know. Big Pharma sucks dog dick, but also at the same time, you know, they still make life-saving medicine. The problem with Big Pharma that I have is that it's for profit, not that they make medicine, you fucking idiot. Okay, let's continue. Holy shit. I don't hate Big Pharma, I hate capitalism, okay? Yikes. Huh.
Hassle.
I feel like the worst part is these Republicans also bring it to a racial place and pretend like addiction affects no other groups. Yeah, that's why they're hyper-focusing on crack. I'm sure, I didn't even look at this provision, but I'm fucking sure that this isn't just crack pipes, okay? Here, there it is. Harm reduction grant program, okay? Allocating $30 million. I'm sure crack pipes aren't the only fucking part of that, okay? I'm sure that that's actually a tiny bit of that, a tiny fraction of that. It's actually about opioid recovery too. Let's take a look. Details of the harm reduction grant program that will allocate $30 million to nonprofit groups nationwide as a part of the plan to reduce drug-related harm, particularly in underserved communities. This includes places like Pittsburgh, places like the entire fucking state of West Virginia, and also places like Detroit, okay? It's not just for black people doing crack, it's also for opioid recovery as well. And the reason why I'm using such racialized terms is because, let's be fucking real, that's what every boomer over the age of fucking 40 is immediately thinking. Crack? Oh, that equals black people. That's the reason why the crack cocaine epidemic went on unaddressed and was utilized in a very different way than the opioid epidemic, okay? Because opioid affected white people as well as black people, but a lot of white people were affected by it. But crack was seen by and large as a black-only thing, okay? That's why our way of dealing with the crack epidemic originally was to over-criminalize and over-prosecute crack cocaine, even though it's the same as fucking cocaine. It's just like cocaine with baking powder, okay? Anyway. Let's continue. This initiative would expand facilities colloquially known as overdose prevention centers, which offer fentanyl test kits, safe syringe exchanges, and opioid reversal drugs for people struggling with substance abuse and addiction, an epidemic that took the lives of more than 100,000 Americans between May 2020 and April 2021. These kinds of centers have proven exceptionally effective in reducing drug-related harm and have operated in Canada, Australia, and many European nations for years, because that's what civilized nations are supposed to do. A government that actually is supposed to do government duties does exactly this, okay? They see a problem and they try to fucking solve it. In America, what do? We see a problem and we're like, arrest this motherfucker right now. $30 million is a drop in the bucket too, by the way. It needs so much more. We need so much more than just $30 million. Last year in New York, such sites successfully averted 59 overdoses within a period of just 3 weeks. Okay? Safe consumption sites are good. It is a way to aid people in their efforts towards recovery.
Hi, Hassel.
Okay? And these disingenuous pieces of shit whose fucking relatives, whose near and distant relatives are also addicted to opiates, would benefit from this program being normalized. But instead, because of how they're so fucking horny to get one on the Democratic administration, on Joe Biden, who deserves to be shit on, by the way, for reasonable things, and because of their insane, draconian, awful, Westoid Ameroid, this is like a USA only thing, by the way. This isn't how it is in other Western countries, but like because people see drug addiction as a fucking personal moral failure and not a consequence of the material conditions that you've been subjected to from birth, okay? Not a consequence of social conditioning, but simply a moral failure of the individual. That's the reason why these fucking dumbass couch potato Americans, who I want to fucking, I don't know what to say. It's just they look at that situation and they pathetically refuse to recognize the way to solve this problem. Okay? It's easy for them to demonize people with no real voice. Exactly. Oh, drug addict? Dude, you're a fucking drug addict, bro. That's your own personal moral failure, and you need to fucking bootstrap it. You need to fucking bootstrap it, dude. I say take all the fucking drug addicts out of jail and put the Republicans in jail, okay? Or, re-education camps. Now, some of you will say, Hasan, there's a meth head homeless person down the street, and I'm genuinely afraid when he fucking walks near me and he comes up to me and he starts screeching. Yeah, bitch, you're not alone, okay? We all see that. We all see it. It's a part of living in a big city in the United States of America. It doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it acceptable. But the way to deal with that is not by jailing that motherfucker so he can come out of jail and then do the same shit but more fucked up next time, okay? The way to deal with that is by having actual fucking social workers come and deal with it. Social workers come and move them towards a housing first policy that is the first step towards rehabilitation. Okay? Fuck. Sometimes it feels like these people don't want to solve the issues so they can keep complaining about it. And the more they complain about it, the more they can fucking, I don't know, act like they have a difference than the other side. Okay? Oh, my point of view is different than the other side, Democrats, because I just, look, I'm pointing at these ongoing issues. It's so important to emphasize the syringe exchange program, especially because of the transmission rates of HIV. Yes, needle sharing is how people get HIV. Okay? That's precisely why clean needle exchange programs are incredibly valuable and literally save people's lives. HIV rates dip as a consequence of these programs. Okay? If you were ever addicted, if you're still addicted, if you have a loved one who was addicted to anything, trying to get them to quit cold turkey by like stopping them physically is not going to change anything. They're always going to find a fucking way. It's a long and very complicated process towards rehabilitation, okay? A long and very complicated process towards rehabilitation, and criminalizing the situation is not helping. As a matter of fact, it makes it worse. Anyway. Bro, the result of these programs, not consequences. That's right. I'm going to grammar check your dumbass. Yeah, you're right. It is results. But I'm saying consequences. Whew. Also, you can literally die if you quit cold turkey on certain drugs. Like benzo, actually, as a matter of fact. Shouts out to Jordan B. Peterson, who did not die by when he did the experimental benzo addiction treatment. Cannot believe I keep talking about Portugal today. I hate this, okay? But god damn it, it's difficult not to when talking about decriminalization and its impact, criminalization and its predictable and positive results, okay? Then and now, Portugal's drug decriminalization. Key developments since Portugal! Caralho!
Hassle.
Decriminalized drugs in 2001. In 1999, in Portugal, 369 people were dying of overdose deaths. In 2016, it's 30. The new HIV diagnoses due to injections was at 907 annually at 2000. Now it's at 18. The number of people incarcerated for drug offenses was at 3,863. Now at 1,170. This is success, okay? This is how you succeed in combating epidemic of addiction. Anyway. But if we don't jail people for minor drug infractions, who will do all that cheap free labor? That's one way to look at it. Who will fill up those for-profit prisons? Yeah, it's just fucking disgusting, dude. America and Americans disgust me, okay? They are disgusting. American conservatives especially, but Americans are so fucking reactionary when it comes to crime. They're so fucking reactionary when it comes to addiction and dealing with addiction. They're so fucking reactionary when it comes to so many issues. And then we think we're the most progressive nation on earth. We're fucking disgusting. We're such piglets, dude. We're a nation of piglet fucks that oink at every step, okay? Look no further than this chat even of supposedly free thinkers who are progressive. Every time I talk about humanizing criminals, every time I talk about prisoners' rights, oink, oink, motherfucker, all day. These data are promising and show how overdose prevention centers will reduce needless suffering and avoidable death, says Dr. Dave A. Choksky, a New York City health commissioner, said back in December. The simple truth is that overdose prevention centers save lives, the lives of our neighbors, family, and loved ones. So here's where we get to the crack pipes. As one of the 20 harm reduction activities in Biden's plan, the HHS would provide safe smoking kits, which might include rubber mouthpieces for glass pipes to prevent injuries, as the fact-check site Snopes has noted. It's this relatively minor provision with a much larger program that provoked conservatives in this spin. Why do you think? Why do you fucking think that they're only talking about crack when it's 1 out of 20. Why are they not talking about the opioid clean needle programs that are also a part of this package? Because crack is seen as the black person drug, okay, in perpetuity. That's the reason. That's the same reason why Joe Biden himself was personally a part of the war on drugs, which America lost. Drugs won. Okay? That's it. That's the reason why they're talking about crack. Because they're racist fucking pieces of shit. They are disgusting, racist mouthpieces doing racial agitative propaganda to whip up the fucking hogs in a frenzy of white supremacist attitudes without openly saying the N-word, okay? That's it. That's it. That's the reason. And this is a good fucking program. One of the few good fucking programs that the Democratic administration, alongside Republican administrations, they do this sort of stuff too. This is when the American government is doing something because it's impossible to avoid, okay? And it's a good program overall. And the moment that they're doing that, everyone's like, oh, fuck you, dude. Hunter Biden smoked crack. Black people smoke crack. That's why you're doing it. And it's fucking disgusting, okay? Absolutely disgusting. Pieces of shit, dude. I want to strap these motherfuckers onto chairs and just, pump them full of fucking drugs sometimes so they can understand the process of recovery. And it can happen. You don't even need to fucking do that. You can very easily get addicted to opioids, man. Very easily. What happens if you fucking fall? What happens if you have a accident and then now you're fucking addicted to oxy? What are you going to do? The U.S. continued its faltering efforts to stem opioid overdoses. Fentanyl-related deaths increased sharply in 2019 and 2020, particularly in the Midwest, West, and South, according to the CDC. From May 2020 through April 2021, drug overdose deaths exceeded 100,000 in a 12-month period for the first time. 64% of the deaths involved synthetic opioids, chiefly fentanyl. Fentanyl is a gigantic problem. Fentanyl is a gigantic problem. It's being used in a lot of the fucking street-level drugs that you find. Part of this fucking provision actually tries to give you testing kits. So if you are doing drugs, okay, you do them as responsibly as possible. This doesn't mean it's good to do drugs, okay? Some can be. But ultimately, if you are going to do drugs, then do it responsibly. Test your fucking drugs to make sure that there isn't fentanyl in it. Because you can die. And many do. And they don't just put it in the fucking heroin. They don't just cut it with heroin. They cut it with coke. They cut it with everything. You can find it in the fucking MDMA. Test your drugs. Well, yes, that's what I mean. There are test your drugs doesn't mean walk up to a fucking bag of cocaine like you're a fucking 90s super cop, cut it with a fucking knife, with a Rambo knife, and then put your fucking pinky in it and gum it. I mean, like, testing kits, okay? There are testing kits that this provision will offer. This government program will fucking offer you. It's the fucking yeah. When I said test your drugs, I meant that's right, fucking It's pure cocaine, baby. Oh, that's good. That's what I meant. Okay, fucking Miami Vice Andy's over here. Yeah, I'm trying to fucking test these drugs, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, anyway.
Can't believe I've spent 7 months.
You're a loose cannon, Hank.
Yourself. Cheers.
Canucks. Naloxone kits are free at Shoppers Drug Mart, both nasal and injection. They will teach you how to use them. I always carry one. You never know. My cousin died from fentanyl laced in coke. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry to hear that, man. if we have anyone doing drugs here in chat, test all your drugs. Doesn't matter how long you know your dealer or how good friends you are. You don't know where the dealer got the drugs from. It can easily be in spike long before the dealer got hold of it. Be safe. Yep.
What am I doing with my fucking life?
I actually know somebody that got an 8-ball and died after the first bump, loaded with fentanyl. That's the crazy thing, is that like there are so many people that know this. Okay, there's so many people in America that know someone that fucking literally died because they did drugs that were fentanyl laced. Anyway, let's hear what fucking Jen Psaki had to say about this situation, the fake news. She is just getting worse and worse every day, but in this situation, I agree with the White House.
HHS just put out a statement clarifying around some reports that crack pipes are not going to be part of the safe smoking kits that are funded by the administration. But can you clarify for us, were they never a part of the kit, or were they removed in response to this reporting and this pushback?
They were never a part of the kit. It was inaccurate reporting, and we wanted to put out information to make that clear.
What is in the safe smoking kit?
A safe smoking kit may contain alcohol swabs, lip balm, other materials to promote hygiene and reduce the transmission of diseases like HIV and hepatitis. I would note that what we're really talking about here is steps that we're taking as a federal government to address the opioid epidemic, which is killing tens of thousands, if not more, Americans every single day, week, month of the year. We put out this statement, though, because there was inaccurate information out there, or I should say HHS put out this statement because there was inaccurate information out there, and we wanted to provide clarification on the allowable uses for the HHS harm reduction program. It's not a change in policy. This program, though, is focused on harm reduction strategies, including prioritizing the use of fentanyl test strips and clean syringes. And all of these harm reduction services that will be supported by these programs are intended to save lives from an epidemic that we know is devastating to communities across the country.
That's decent. When I worked at a harm reduction clinic, we were never allowed to give addicts crack pipes, just little condoms that go on the end to prevent the spread of Hep C. I think American socialism is just bullshit. We have supermajority at the city level in Oakland, and they close minority schools. What? One thing never mentioned is 99% of public efforts involve giving people access to tapering methods so they can actually leave the addiction without dying and shit, i.e. methadone clinics to get away from heroin and fentanyl. Yes, exactly. Why are drug dealers trying to kill their customers? Many different reasons. One, if you kill one customer with fentanyl, then all of the other fucking drug addicts in the neighborhood know you got good shit, so they're going to come to you. All the other heroin addicts are going to come to you and say, oh, he's got the good shit. I need, because everyone's chasing a high. Two, they might not know that it's laced with fentanyl and it actually fucking kills people. They might not literally know that because they don't know where it's being cut. They're not the drug dealers themselves are 90% of the time not fucking making it themselves. They don't fucking know. That's the more common thing. I should have said that as the first thing, to be honest. But yeah, of course, it's cheaper to cut with fentanyl. That's why they do it. As a former heroin addict, if someone died from a bag, we were chasing that shit. Yeah. People always fucking tell me, I don't know, I'm wrong about that, but it's literally not. It's true. If your local drug dealer kills someone with a bag of fentanyl, all the other heroin addicts they're gonna want to fucking get that. They're gonna want to get that because it's like way, way, way higher and way more intense. If you're a junkie, you're chasing a high.
The 9-month brain rot. Nor, JK, been watching you since you started on TYT. Keep it up, brother. At HasanAbi.
Why chase a high that kills someone else? Dude, why be a heroin addict? What do you mean? Like, at that point, what? Dog, you're talking about people who are addicted to heroin. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you serious? What? It's not like a reasonable thing. Like, people who are addicted to heroin are not operating from a place of reason. It's an addiction. Okay? A lot of addicts I've known have held a death wish. They think they can't get better. They're treated like criminals by friends and family society. They want to chase the dragon. If it kills them, they don't care. Yeah, I mean, it's like people looking for the first time they ever got fucking high. That's what it is. No? Hold on. I have someone here.
Yeah, I'm a year older, a year wiser, and a year into a Hasan stunlock. Really, it's got to end sometime, right?
You can talk into the microphone here.
What's up, chat?
They can probably hear you, but you got to get like up close.
They know who I am now.
They do.
I spent 7 hours at a dealership with Hasan helping him get his car.
It's true.
So he knows everyone knows who I am now. What's up, chat?
Maurice is here. He wanted to use my pool and stuff, and I told him he could do that if he wanted to while I'm streaming. And why do you have a McDonald's shirt on?
Don't worry about it. This is not a part of the ad.
He's literally here to do a hashtag ad though. Like I was like, yeah, of course, come. And yeah, of course, come and use my pool. So he was like, I'm gonna do a hashtag ad.
Hashtag
you know, I
ad.
have $500 of GoPuff credit here too.
Already?
I haven't even fucking used it.
And you have an extra $500 now, so you have $1,000.
Wow, look at that.
GoPuff credit.
I have yet to download the application.
Wow, look at this setup. This is wild.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen this yet.
Wait, I want to show you what's in the box. It's a very. Can I explain to them what's happening?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know what the fuck. Explain to me what's happening. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
So, chat.
The McDonald's merch is Travis Scott? Really?
Is this? No. I got this from a McDonald's food truck. This is extremely rare drip. Unless it is Travis Scott.
They would know. My chat would know.
So, okay, they know. Anyways, so here's what it is. Can you guys see this?
Yeah, they can see it.
GoPuff is doing a quarter time show with Lil Dicky because he didn't get invited to the halftime show. He's going to do a quarter time show performance. Guys, tune in for it. It's going to happen. It's going to occur right before the halftime show. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. Hasan's here for it.
Thanks.
So, dude,
thanks, Maurice.
Dude, look what's in this box. Look what's in here.
This is literally guerrilla marketing. Here, just put it up. Just point it up. No, post. Oh, a tequila blanco. Okay.
Dude,
just pull it up. Just pick it up and
chat,
show it.
I know the chat wants to see. Look what's in this box. Look at this thing. This is like a military grade box. We got.
I do like the box.
The box is great.
Do I keep the box?
Yeah, you can keep the box.
Okay, good. I'll use the box.
There's Cardi B whipped cream, alcoholic. This is alcoholic whipped cream.
I will never use that, bro.
Well,
I'm
be surprised. You would be surprised, Hasan.
Okay.
Then 818, because shout out Kendall, we love you. But that's it. That's.
This is literally what he does. This is his job.
Yeah.
That's why he just snuck this in here.
This is what I do.
Anyway, okay, go use the pool.
All right, I'm gonna hang by your pool. Bye, chat.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Wait, how do you close that? Just close it and stuff, and then you can put it down or something. Or drink the tequila if you want. Cardi B whipped cream. I did not know that was a thing. All right. Anyway, we're currently talking about fucking the Biden administration's like anti-drug provisions or anti-addiction or addiction recovery provisions about free needle exchange programs, stuff like that, which of course the Republicans are considering that to be just giving crack to.
It's all exaggerated.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's actually a good thing that the Biden administration is doing, and Republicans are being racist pieces of shit. What else is new? All right, go chill.
17 Pog.
I wish I was at the pool. Yeah, I mean, it's 84 degrees and sunny here, and this is what I'm doing instead. Because, like, honestly, this is what I like to do. What the fuck am I going to do? But the GOP's okay with this? Next gen USPS mail trucks are only capable of 8 miles per gallon, EPA says. What? Claims that the USPS did not consider the environmental impacts required by law. Oh no. This is one of those things where they could like try to substitute it to electric or like half electric, like hybrid. Pretty sure other people use your house more than you at this point. That's true. It's literally true. My brother, my mom, my dad, my friends. Because this is why, I mean, I got it for this reason. I got it for this reason because I personally don't care about using the house. This is why I use it. I wanted other people to be able to use it, and I can fucking do what I like to do, which is this. Streaming for 8 hours to you guys. Anyway, it gets 8 miles per gallon with AC. Old trucks got 8 miles per gallon with no AC. Over, pack it up. Oh, I already covered this. Anyway, okay, so they've been saying new UPSP trucks since 2016. They told me this during training. I mean, the worst part about this is that it just looks ugly as fuck. Oh, I'm going to talk about this. Wait, your mom works for Yellow Springs and worked on this project for over a year with the developers, and Dave Chappelle fucked everything up, and my mom did. You need to see this shit, please. I hate it here. Oh, that's interesting that there's like someone who can offer an adequate response from the other side. Okay, no, it doesn't. Shut the fuck up, source. Fuck you, fuck off. Don't take away the USPS truck from me. Fuck you. We're going to talk about the Dave Chappelle thing in a second, okay? We'll get to that. But I hope people understand the addiction thing and the measures that the Biden administration has taken, and it's, you know, smart and good. Now let's look at some hogwatch here. Shelley Luther, a Texas GOP candidate and a former teacher, said transgender children make her uncomfortable, and she complained that their classmates weren't allowed to make fun of them. That's incredible. Incredible stuff. You're a fucking adult, dude. You're such a piece of shit. I mean, substitute this for anything else. People always get mad at me when I compare like trans issues to you know, black issues, but substitute it for disabilities. You know what I mean? If you want. Oh, it's so fucked up. Like, you're an adult. You're supposed to be an educator. You can't, like, that's insane. Like, there were people that were saying, oh, what about cracker? Like, I'm a teacher. Should I be able to say cracker? No, I don't think so. I think you have an entirely fucking separate set of standards if you're a teacher, okay? Of course you're not, you should not be saying cracker either. Of course not.
Other counties that are more Bible Belt conservative than this district, and it's the Overton window. They have AOC in Congress on the left. And what we have done is become comfortable with what is okay in our society. I am not comfortable with the transgenders.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Then don't live, okay? Then I don't know. Tap into the fucking mainframe and live in Second Life, okay? Go find a safe space where trans people don't exist. You fucking piece of shit. You fucking garbage psycho. Oh, I'm not comfortable being around trans people if I can't make fun of them. Fuck you, okay? Then don't live, okay? How about that? Fucking piece of shit. What a garbage psycho, dude.
The kids that they brought in my classroom, when they said that this kid is transgendering into a different sex, that I couldn't have kids laugh at them, like I couldn't have
like she wants other kids to laugh at this fucking trans student. What a psycho, dude. What a fucking psycho. You are such a piece of shit. What a fucking horrifying monster, dude. I mean, just an absolute dog shit of a barely human being. Like, absolute dog shit person.
Other kids got in trouble for having transgender kids in my class. That's why I vote for school choice. and my opponent is completely against school choice. Thank you.
It's fucking insane. Like, what an argument, dude. Can you imagine being like, huh, I can't let children bully other children in the classroom. This is fucked up. That's why I'm pro school choice. Like, I want this motherfucker to be homeschooled permanently, okay? It's just like, it is literally indecent for conservatives to be out and about in public. I swear to fucking God. If that's your take, if that's your fucking take, if that's like actually what you believe in, or worse, if you don't believe in it and you're doing it because you think other people believe in it, and you're doing that as a way to, you know, drive momentum for yourself, you literally should not be around people. Like, you should not be around people. You're unironically a threat to others, okay? It's just crazy. It's crazy. Thoughts on $30 for crack pipes? We already talked about it. You missed it. I gotta tweet that out, actually. Biden admin giving free crack pipes. So fucking racist. A new form, new law of the Republican parasites. 1 out of 20 provisions for recovery. It's harm reduction for addicts. Every civilized nation does this to save lives. Biden giving free crack pipes controversy. So fucking racist. All right. I borderline think bots are posting that question. I've seen that exact wording over and over. Wait, really? Do you think that there should be a federal K through 12 or federal curriculum so there's less disparity? Oh, dude, I saw this. I saw this earlier. Yeah. Biden administration did the fucking the recovery harm reduction program, which is good. And then, of course, they have to do one really horrible thing, which is putting Michael Bloomberg, the former New York City mayor, as the head of Defense Innovation Board. Great. He really needed to be in the administration. Like, he really needed it. So I'm happy that, you know, he's failing upwards again. Okay. Incredible stuff. All right, let's move on from that. Before we get into Joe Rogan, what is this? A prankster went viral for the city council rap.
That one of the council members, I'm not going to say councilwoman or councilman, is having an affair with my wife. I have video evidence of this affair, and the council man or
I don't like these. I'm sorry. I actually don't like the pranksters at city council, because city council is content in and of itself. And I think that the pranksters that go there and do like fake shit actually ruin the authenticity of you know, the real gritty, unedited, unfettered real shit that people engage in. Like, there's a lot of fucking psychos, there's a lot of fucking weirdos, there's a lot of stupid people in city council meetings, and you know, you don't need to do that. Like, you don't need to try to be funny. Okay? I mean, speaking of like unhinged city council members, where is it? There's like, wait, what is this? Eating meat is racist? Okay, well, I don't know about that, but where there's like there was one in Loudoun County that I saw a bunch of people posting, where they apparently they fucking walked into the parent teachers thing, parent teachers conference or whatever in Loudoun County again, which is like a rich white county, if you remember. They're like where a lot of the anti-masker debate heats up. And apparently they walked in with like bags and bags and bags of ballots because they were upset. It's loud on. I don't care, man. I don't care. I just like, I refuse to say it correctly. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I just Googled school choice. These people want government handouts if they don't want their kids in public schooling. School choice is the positive framing. Like the positive way to fucking frame what is otherwise a horrible program that literally takes away funds from the already underfunded school programs, the public schooling initiatives, in an effort to give it to unaccountable and oftentimes fundamentally flawed and broken charter schools. It's dog shit. It's horrible. Democrats actually fucking push for it too, just like Republicans do. I despise anyone who fucking pushes that shit. It's absolutely unacceptable. It's disgusting, okay? Oh, here. Students whose families oppose mass arrive at the Loudoun County school board meeting carrying a basket full of affidavits. Just like fucking Nova is the most annoying place on the fucking planet, dude. Just like an entire region specifically crafted for the worst of the worst DC people, weapons manufacturers, defense contractors, and their fucking limp-dicked, hog-ass fucking family members that sit around and act like, first of all, that they're better than the Southerners, okay? They're just the same. They act like they are more elitist than the fucking Southern Republicans, though, even though they believe in the exact same fucking bullshit. Okay, they're all LARPers. I despise them. They're all little fucking piglets, okay? And the world would be a better place if this stuff did not happen. I hate these goons, dude. They're such fucking oinking little piglets. They're bored as fuck. They make like $250,000 to $100,000 a year. They're so fucking bored. That's the reason why they're fucking constantly complaining about this shit, okay? 200K car, Andy? Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I fucked their mom in that $200,000 car. You like that? She liked it. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Watching a bunch of fucking little piglets cry about like mask mandates in schools or whatever, when most places are already fucking removing mask mandates for the vaccinated, and you're still like, nah, these guys are actually doing an honorable thing. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, the other part of the problem, though, of course, is that I don't even have the car on me anymore because I had to give it away for the week. That hurts my heart, not all of us. I apologize for Nova. No, I mean, you know what I mean. If you live in fucking Nova, you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. Northrop Grumman Andes. You should like Fairfax County, but when you go farther out, Loudoun, it's all hogs. Your response to the great names are becoming more and more like Train. Yeah, I'm losing my mind, and that's not good. Nova is Northern Virginia. I despise these people, dude.
You are being served a legal document. You can't stand. You right? Cowards. We will stop the meeting.
You're being served.
Excuse me, there's one chairman, one time, one voice, okay? Now listen, we will all be seated. Any documents that need to be provided will be provided to the LCPS staff. They will forward them to us, and we will all receive copies. So the board informs that everyone is seated, that signs are not held, that are...
Dude, drop him into fucking Donbass, okay? Drop them into Crimea if they're just so fucking bored. I don't know. Like, drop them into fucking Yemen. Okay, let the Houthis deal with these motherfuckers. All right, straight up. Like, they're just so bored. They're so fucking bored. Drop them. Drop them somewhere so that they like are, I don't know, more busy with like real things. They're just so entitled, so obnoxious, so fucking annoying and constantly complaining about like literally just nothing. Like you're complaining about nothing, dude.
They're blocking or obstructing views, and then we have public forum.
Are you planning on selling that vibrator at any point? I know a lot of people would pay top dollar for such an artifact. Yeah.
And we will. We just, there's a legal procedure here that has to be completed, and
That can be handed to our legal counsel. That can be handed to the legal counsel.
Right, I'm supposed to go way by.
People in Nova always think they're better than the rest of Virginians. Yeah, that's the funniest part about it is that like they literally think they're better than the rest of the South, right? They think like because their proximity to DC and what they do, but they're not. They're not. You literally aren't. And there are plenty of people that are so much better than these fucking disgusting little piglets than that live in many different parts of the fucking country, especially in the South. It's deeply frustrating to see. Senator Kennedy says, when reality calls, the Biden administration hangs up. Don't know if I ever want to. I hate DC too, for the record. I absolutely hate DC. The Queen is back.
My fellow New.
Oh, let's go. Oh, let's fucking go, dude. She is the Queen. This is the throat goat, dude. Like, no one has a powerful throat like this woman, okay? The Queen of Staten Island, the throat goat. Okay, the aneurysm queen.
New Yorkers and my fellow patriots. As you know, I've been a freedom fighter for 2 years. I took on Cuomo, de Blasio, now Hochul, but I'm personally taking on AOC, Sandy, the socialist superstar. She's anti-American, she's anti-police, and she's anti-freedom. Let's fight for our freedoms. Let's take the fight right to her, like I'm doing. Go to Tina40forcongress.com and donate today. I promise to not.
Look at her throat. Her throat doesn't look as fucking powerful today as it did before.
Not let you down. Let's make AOC bartend again. Let's fire AOC. God bless America, and God bless all of you. How you do?
Dude, CrossFit moms need to be stopped, okay? They need to be stopped. I don't know what else to say other than like, it just is. We can't have two fucking CrossFit moms, reactionary CrossFit moms in the fucking Congress, okay? The House of Police, I was about to say. The House of Representatives can only have one CrossFit mom, and that's Marjorie Titan Green. We can't have two, man. We can't have two. As a New Yorker, I can confidently say we don't claim it. I mean, what do you mean? She's like, she makes, Michael said, she makes guys wrap their legs around her. Yeah. Yeah, she fucks dudes who listen to Drake. She's Turkish? Shut the fuck up. She's not. Everybody knows dudes who listen to Drake fuck like that. What is this? Oxford Union meat debate that Jordan Peterson talked about on the podcast?
And I believe we should move beyond all. I've read the motion, and I believe we should move beyond all meat.
Why is eating meat racist? I kind of want to know, but I don't know if I want to know. All right, speaking of Turks, the United States has seized $3.6 billion in cryptocurrency linked to the Bitfinex currency exchange hack. I need more details on the story, just like I need you to avoid the top of the hour ad break. This is not a good year for the Turkish Americans, okay? Even though she's Greek, the person in the story is actually Greek. So don't worry about it. Many will tell you she's Turkish, but they're lying. Okay. At the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. And if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. You can't subscribe with cryptocurrency, but you can subscribe with legal tender. You know, greenbacks, baby, $5 a month. Or if you don't have $5 a month, you can subscribe with an Amazon Prime account connected to your Twitch account, which gives you one free Prime subscription a month. That's a free way to subscribe and avoid the ad breaks. Another way is if you are lucky and you get gifted a sub. But here's the 1 minute ad break now.
4,000 Bitcoin, that is $3.6 billion, a record seizure by the U.S. Justice Department. On Tuesday, police in New York arrested a husband and wife couple that allegedly tried to launder just that amount, which seems to be connected to a 2016 hack of the virtual currency exchange Bitfinex. The Attorney General says the arrests are proof that, quote, cryptocurrency is not a safe haven for criminals and that the law will and we will follow the money no matter what form it takes.
This is kind of crazy. Like, Deutsche Welle is like the way that they cover the news. What does this guy not know how to read a teleprompter? What the fuck's going on? I mean, no disrespect, but goddamn, dude. Thank you, Rocco Tansky, for the 5 gifted, and thank you, Dilemma03 for the 5 gifted.
All right, let's take a closer look at the story with my colleague Lars Halter. He's a financial reporter and former Wall Street correspondent. Lars, good to have you. This couple tried to launder $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin. Who are these people?
Well, Chris, as they said before, they are a husband and wife team, and let's look at him first. Ilya Lichtenstein, he calls himself Dutch. He seems to be pretty tech-savvy. He is an angel investor, and he used to be a part of the Y Combinator. That's a startup accelerator that has helped some really big tech firms get to the next level. Among those are Airbnb or Dropbox, but also Coinbase, which, of course, is a possible link here to the cryptocurrencies. And then
Coinbase.
If we look at her, Heather Morgan.
Damn, Ludwig played a role in this? What? Hold up, bro. BRB doing a citizen's arrest on Ludwig.
A little bit all over the place. She says about herself that she started many different companies. She was also bankrupt and homeless a couple of times, then rich again. And where do I know this from? I went through her Instagram and YouTube account earlier today, and I can't tell you whether that was the best part or the worst part of my day. But she's also she's putting a lot of stuff up there, including some rap videos.
Hey guys, I have to pee. I will be back. This video is by Deutsche Welle, okay? It's titled, US seizes $3.6 billion in cryptocurrency linked to Bitfinex currency exchange hack. I'm going to pee, and I'll be back while this video is playing, okay? Now, it might autoplay into the truckers against vaccine mandates by CBS Mornings, okay? Now, if that starts playing, it doesn't matter because ultimately I'm going to go back to the cryptocurrency story. I want to talk about it a little bit further as I did yesterday. So fear not, okay? That video that I will be inevitably talking about is by Coffeezilla, world's worst rapper arrested in $3.6 billion cryptocurrency scheme. Coffeezilla is a friend of the show, has made some great videos. Urge you to subscribe to them. Anyway, let's continue. I'm going to go pee now, okay? It's probably approximately going to take, like, I don't know, around 1 minute and 30 seconds. I don't really know. You guys know better because some of you unironically time my pees. Hopefully this will stop people from disingenuously losing their fucking minds every time I step away, but most likely not. This will probably go into the compilation of videos playing in the background as I go and pee. I hope this improved the broadcast for all of you. Oh, wait, you all already didn't give a shit. It's the motherfucking disingenuous idiots who never actually watch me, but only watch fucking compilations of my stream where I'm away from the stream that were mad, and they're going to stay mad. Anyway, let's continue.
Which I think are really the worst I've ever seen. So quite an interesting person here.
Quite an interesting background. How did the two get caught?
Well, you know, people used to think of cryptocurrencies as untraceable, and they're really not. Every crypto transaction is in that blockchain publicly available ledger. It is transcribed there. That is essentially code. And code, of course, if you're into the tech world and if you understand it, can be traced. If you have parts of a code here and it appears here and there again, you can trace it. And that's exactly how they did it.
Lars Hauter from DW Business. Thank you.
In Canada, there is anger over those vaccine mandates. It's led to escalating protests by truckers, including at the border with the U.S. Now, this is day 2 of a blockade at a bridge carrying about a quarter of American trade with Canada. There are now signs there could soon be similar protests in this country. Janet Samlian is in Ottawa, where Canadian officials are struggling to maintain the order. It's very dicey there, Janet. Good morning to you.
Indeed it is, Gail. Good morning to you. It is a tangled mess of big rigs and barricades here on the streets of Canada's capital near Parliament this morning. It has been like this for almost 2 weeks now, and the truckers who are here and the other protesters who have joined them say they have no plans to leave.
How long have you been out here?
I have actually been out here since last Saturday.
Luckily, I covered that. We were going to fucking run the video because I was going to pee. But of course, do not worry. Fear not, folks. We're back on track. We're going to keep talking about the cryptocurrency thing. Let's continue.
FBI has seized $3.6 billion in stolen cryptocurrencies from hackers.
Wait, did it literally take 1 minute and 30 seconds? Did it actually take 1 minute and 30 seconds? That's disgusting. I was so on the money. Holy fuck.
Love you, Hasan.
Rappers. I'm Coffeezilla. This is the $10 million studio. Welcome back. Now, 2 people have been arrested so far in connection with these stolen funds, Ilya Lichtenstein and Heather Morgan. Now, this $3.6 billion comes from a 2016 hack that targeted Bitfinex, a cryptocurrency exchange. You might remember them from our Tether saga. Notably, Ilya and Heather are not accused of hacking Bitfinex itself, but rather laundering the money afterwards. They are both charged with conspiracy to commit money laundering and conspiracy to defraud the United States, which together carry a maximum sentence of 25 years in prison. Now, we're going to get into all the specifics of how these 2 were able to do this, but it's worth noting that I don't think these charges are near enough. The girl, especially Heather Morgan, should be incarcerated for at least another 25 years, purely on the basis of being unbearably cringe. So look, here's the thing. As I said, the FBI seized it from hackers and rappers. Yes, this lady, Heather, is a rapper. She calls herself the Crocodile of Wall Street. She's obsessed with alligators, and she raps terribly. I mean, she's a rapper sort of in the same way that American Idol singers are singers.
I've listened to this song so many fucking times since yesterday, and I have an announcement. I have something to admit. I'm sorry to say this, okay? I'm dead ass serious. The beat is actually good. Like, the beat is literally good. Not the rapping, but the beat is good. I'm sorry. The fucking truth.
Don't know where I'm headed. Motherfucking Crocodile of Wall Street. Silver on my fingers and boots on my feet.
Like, someone needs to sample that fucking beat and like actually make a song. The beat is not bad. The beat is not bad. She didn't do the beat. She can't even rap over the beat. She can't even keep a beat. Obviously, she's not good. She's awful. Worst person to have ever rapped. It should literally be illegal for her to rap. She should be in jail for the rapping. Okay, we're all on the same. We're all on the same wavelength here. The beat, on the other hand, though, pretty fucking solid. Kanye should sample it.
Now, I know what you're thinking. We might have just uncovered the real crime here, and it's true. But honestly, hear her out. She's a lot of things. She's not just a rapper. Look, I'll let her tell it.
I'm many things. A rapper, an economist, a journalist, a writer, a CEO, and a dirty hoe.
Horrible rapper. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is who stole all this money.
Good one, Coffeezilla.
Billions of dollars laundered. This is who it is. It's unbelievable. And you know what? The only honest thing might be that she's a writer. See, I looked into this, and it turns out that that's actually true. Heather Morgan turns out to be a Forbes contributor. They just let anyone in these days. And one of her articles...
I mean, quite literally, they do. So, that's true.
This. Experts share tips to protect your business from cyber criminals. You know what? I think she actually might know what she's talking about. You see, guys, you just have to learn to protect your business from criminals by criminals. Another thing that she raps about as a professional rapper that she is the social distancing guys. She's out there helping people out, scaring them away from her, I think.
Woo! Got coronavirus. Woo! Woo! Do your part. Social distance. Do your part. Social distance. Do your
Oh my God, coronavirus. This is how we reach Corona Zero. This is how we get to COVID Zero. You play this every time, and anytime someone's like, I'm an anti-masker, you just play this.
part. Social distance. Stay 6 feet apart.
Oh, you don't want to get vaccinated? You don't want to get fucking vaccinated, dude? Guess what?
Woo! Do your part. Social distance. Do your part. Social distance. Do your part. Social distance. Stay 6 feet apart.
You know what?
That's right. It's like, I am now pro-COVID. Yes, me too. Oh, no, for sure. Because if you had not gotten vaccinated and you got COVID and you fucking died alone and scared at a fucking cold hospital, gasping for air as in your final moments, you at the very least would not have been able to survive it long enough to see this song and hear it and experience it. So there is that. So, you know, a lot of people say COVID is bad, but then there's also the highlights, okay? The other side of the story of COVID. All right, let's continue.
If I saw someone dancing like that, I would social distance from them permanently. And the song, who's got coronavirus? Who? I don't know, man. It's so bad that it might be good. What would Fantano give it? I feel like Fantano would give this a 10. All right, so I'm sorry. Rapper career, we had to discuss that, but listen, let's get back to the case. Sorry, Steven, come on. The case.
This video is a perfect example of the cure being worse than the virus. Yeah, no, for real. Like,
the FBI broke it down like this with this chart. Basically, how this worked was after hacking funds, these two laundered the money through a series of cryptocurrency accounts, including cryptocurrency exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance. They would then send that money to a series of made-up identities. Now, bear in mind, this wasn't that sophisticated because they kept using new email addresses, but using the same photo. So these two feel like amateurs, but at the same time, they were using thousands of transactions to try to hide these movements. So in some...
Bro, that's how you know meritocracy is a lie, okay? Like, there's no better representation that meritocracy is just absolutely a fucking lie than, like, those people stumbling across millions and millions of fucking dollars. Like, the person who hacked, the person who actually did the fucking hack, that person turning around and using these guys, like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you're a dumbass. All right, let's continue.
They knew what they were doing. And this whole case is kind of like that. It's like a little bit sophisticated, but then also extremely amateurish. These two aren't exactly genius criminals, if the rap songs were any indication. But this report also hinted about the fact that this also might be the work of another person too. According to the affidavit, the information contained, quote, includes information provided by private entities that the U.S. government believes to be reliable, aka probably a whistleblower, maybe a friend of these two. And it would make sense why they were motivated to do that.
They fucking saw the music. They saw the fucking dog shit content that they were making, and they were like, if she goes to jail, this is the only way to stop her. Like, their friend probably was like, listen, I tried to get her to stop, and she couldn't. And then I saw this music, and I saw this opportunity. I was like, I'm sorry. I hate that I had to do this to you. I hate that you're going to jail. But, like, the upside is, like, I will never have to see this. You know, I will never have to see the fucking music that you've made ever again.
Because according to the affidavit, Bitfinex offered up to 5% of any property recovered. The total potential reward exceeds $400 million. So it just might be the case that someone out there, a friend perhaps, of the crocodile of Wall Street, might be crying crocodile tears when these two go to jail, thinking that maybe they can get some of that reward money. But no matter who it was, I'm just glad these two got caught, and I hope the judge considers an extra sentence for all the emotional damage this story inflicted on all of us who are now being subjected to these two's work. That's it. See ya.
Look at the bigger picture for this, because we can all look on chain. We get a Panama Papers every 10 minutes. If BlackRock, Amazon were forced on the Bitcoin as a unit of account. Yeah, but the other side of that, the inverse of that is that, one, there will be methods of hiding that, okay? It's not always going to be fucking accessible for everyone, because as long as you don't know what the wallets are, and the institutions are not going to fucking trace the wallets if they are literally being bought out by the Amazons and the BlackRocks of the world. And two, fuck, what was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, the put every fucking to put every single transaction on the blockchain, every single financial transaction on the blockchain from like Amazon and BlackRock and all that other shit would require a tremendous amount of computing power and a fuckload of energy. Oh, you're a crypto expert now, lmao? Shut up. I am not a crypto expert. I am not a fucking nerd. I don't care. You will never teach me on crypto, but at least I know enough. Okay, I know enough about crypto.
Do your part, social distance, do your part, social distance, do.
Oh my god. Wow, Hasan, you're a real crypto genius all of a sudden. Please give more talks on this. Dude, I hate it. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what cryptocurrency is even. What is a cryptocurrency? All I know is it's like the fucking most relentless nerds in my chat constantly fucking talking about this. I think this is fake, by the way. I saw this, but I never have I ever stolen 4.5.
I definitely have.
Yeah, I think this is fake, but it's pretty funny to think that it's real, but regardless. All right. You go hard against them, that's why. I know. I have so many fucking crypto nerds in here. I have so many fucking crypto nerds in here, and it's crazy.
Thank you, Daddy Bezos.
You know more than most people with 8 PFP on Twitter? Didn't you make an NFT? No, I never made a fucking NFT, dude. I don't know why people always say this. No, there are no NFTs with my likeness that I have sanctioned. People fucking just do that because they can. They can get away with it. Oh. Anyway. Oh, dude, I did see the F-35 crash, and I totally forgot to talk about this. This fucking sucks. Someone needs to be put on death row for making this piece of shit. China Daily. While the U.S. Navy remains silent about how an F-35C fighter crashed on an aircraft carrier in the South China Sea, this leaked video might reveal the course of the incident.
If I was taking action, they're not going to... It's this officer who's starting to take action. Look at them now.
Who's the one that's yelling fire, fire, fire?
If I was taking action, they're not going to... It's this officer who's starting to take action. Look at them now.
No, he's not saying power. He's saying fire, fire, fire. But, you know, that's, listen, I don't even think that that's like the fault of the F-35, though. I mean, it's probably the fault of the F-35. Because it is dog shit. But also at the same time, that pilot's a regular Maverick. Yeah, John McCain, dude. Bro, rest in piss, John McCain, dude. This person is this guy is just simply honoring the OG, John McCain, the OG plane dropper, 6. Sweaty, you couldn't imagine dropping 6 planes, okay? I'm just saying, like, a lot of you LARP as anti-imperialists, yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, John McCain is living it, okay? It's called Praxis. Look it up. How many F-35s have you dropped? 0. Anyway, let's watch this Gary Chambers ad.
These truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. But here in Louisiana and all over the South, Jim Crow never really left, and the remnants of the Confederacy remain. In 1873, when a black man named PBS Pinchback won a U.S. Senate race, he was never seated. They claimed election fraud. The attacks against...
Wow, that's So shocking. That never happens now. Oh, conservatives have been running the same game. This is why I always say, like, people that hyper focus on Trump and think that Trump is the only one like elevating conspiracies, like election voter fraud conspiracies, just do not understand that this is the conservative movement. They have always done this and they will continue to do this.
Against black people, our right to vote and participate in this democracy are methodical. Gerrymandered districts are a byproduct of the Confederacy. Our system isn't broken. It's designed to do exactly what it's doing, which is producing measurable inequity. 1 in 13 black Americans are deprived of the right to vote. 1 in 9 black Americans do not have health insurance. 1 in 3 black children live in poverty. It's time to burn what remains of the Confederacy down. I do believe the South will rise again, but this time, it'll be on our terms. I'm Gary Chambers, and I'm running for the U.S. Senate.
This guy's cool, man. I like his stuff. I like his stuff.
The Queen March 13th.
I just, you know, I'm sure that, like, I don't know. I don't know who the other people are in the race, but like I can't see the Democratic Party, especially if he's like pro universal health care. Like I can't see the Democratic Party actually fucking pushing for him.
My brain rod isn't working. When does it turn on?
Base, but he lost every white vote. Yeah, fucking burning a Confederate flag in Louisiana is like I feel like Louisiana. In Louisiana, they don't have hate speech provisions, but the only time where you actually go to jail for a hate speech infraction is when you burn the Confederate flag. Like, they're like, listen, you can say the N-word, that's free speech. You can't burn the Confederate flag, though, brother. That's hate speech. It's heritage speech. You're burning our heritage. Anyway,
Let's go 4-month brain rot has raid.
He'll go the way of the former mayor of Stockton, become a victim of misinformation and media smears. Michael Bloomberg has been named as the new chairman of the Pentagon Defense Initiative Board. Yeah, I saw. All right, let's continue. Truckers against Truckers against vaccine mandates paralyzed Canada's capital for nearly 2 weeks.
In Canada, there is anger over those vaccine mandates. It's led to escalating protests by truckers, including at the border with the U.S. Now, this is day 2 of a blockade at a bridge carrying about a quarter of American trade with Canada. There are now signs there could soon be similar protests in this country. Janet Samlian is in Ottawa, where Canadian officials are struggling to maintain the order. It's very dicey there, Janet. Good morning to you.
Indeed it is, Gail. Good morning to you. It is a tangled mess of big rigs and barricades here on the streets of Canada's capital near Parliament this morning. It has been like this for almost 2 weeks now, and the truckers who are here and the other protesters who have joined them say they have no plans to leave.
How long have you been out here?
I have actually been out here since last Saturday.
Monty, who did not want to share his last name.
So here's the question I have. If they represent such a large proportion of the trucking industry, then why is the industry not even remotely like suffering? You know, it's like if these guys represent like all the truckers in Canada like they claim they are, right? Then how come, you know, everyone's able to get their products on time? You know, they haven't suffered at all. Because if the Teamsters truly were behind this, which they're not, for the record, for those of you who don't know, they're not. They're actually against it. They came out, the Canadian Teamsters came out against this. Like I've repeated time and time again, 90% of the truckers in Canada are actually vaccinated. All they've done, they're able to fucking take 2 weeks off. They haven't really like shut down anything. You know what I mean? The only thing they've shut down is Ottawa, quaint little Ottawa, and like ruined the libtards that work there, like ruined their fucking days and their lives that work in the Canadian government. You know what I mean? So what's up? What's going on? Huh?
Name is one of hundreds of truckers blocking the roads around Parliament in Canada's
here's
capital
the Teamsters
city,
Canada.
demanding an end to vaccine mandates.
We're going to sit here as long as it takes. The problem is they don't want to talk to us right now.
Take a look at all these big rigs. It goes down this street and on a number of other streets all over the center section, the Parliament section of Ottawa.
With the streets blocked, about the only supplies coming in are from volunteers.
What are you doing out here?
We're just happy to support the truckers, and you know, we know a lot of people are doing donations of canned foods and stuff, so we wanted to make some homemade, fresh food with love.
As downtown Ottawa remains paralyzed, the city's mayor says he needs another 1,800 police officers to keep the peace.
We are turning up the heat in every way we possibly can.
It has to stop.
And Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau condemned the protest, accusing them of undermining Canadian democracy.
The people of Ottawa don't deserve to be harassed in their own neighborhoods.
As support from anti-vaccine and far-right groups around the world is growing, the costs are mounting. From the threat to the major supply chain connecting Canada to the U.S., to the local businesses closed in Ottawa, to the truckers' bottom line.
What type of toll is that taking on your income?
An absolute toll. I have no income.
Good. Good. You know? Good. Nice. Fuck you. Anyone that tries to present this as a genuine labor movement is a fucking idiot, okay? If there are leftists out there that are like, oh, these truckers, like, they're actually fighting the good fight or whatever, those people aren't leftists. They're clowns, okay? There's a reason why. There's a reason why the Teamsters union is against this, as I already pointed out. There's a reason why Tucker Carlson is on board with this, as I've already pointed out. It's because this is not a real labor movement. This is just simply a bunch of reactionary fucking clowns that got together that do not represent the large majority of the fucking workers, and they're unironically advocating against worker safety measures. Remember, when you're anti-vaccine, that means you're anti-OSHA. When you're anti-vaccine, that means you're saying, oh, it's the fucking, nanny state. You're just a Republican. You're a psychotic Republican operating in the same way that these psychotic Republicans do, where you are claiming to be the vocal, the silent majority when you are just the incredibly vocal minority. Okay? That's it.
But they already took that from me before I got here. We need to keep this country.
I don't know. It seems disingenuous to hate on a peaceful protest. Like, people should be free to protest for anything nonviolent. Wait, what? No. What the fuck do you mean? It seems disingenuous to hate on a peaceful protest. First of all, of course I'm going to fucking hate on it. Are you stupid? They're clogging up the fucking roads. Like, they're dumbasses. Like, they're disrupting daily life. And also on top of that, what they're protesting for absolutely fucking matters. If they're protesting, oh God, liberals are so fucking stupid, dude. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with so many of you fucking dumbass, well-intentioned liberals who are just too nice, I think, unless you're like a disingenuous centrist who's just trying to defend fucking, who's just simply trying to defend the motherfucking Republicans by claiming, oh man, I'm just a fucking, centrist guy. Would you not hate a fucking Klan rally in your town, you dumbasses? Exactly. Like, and there's some Nazis in there. There's some racist dickheads in there too. But like, the ultimate thing that they're protesting for is just no vaccine mandates, no workers' protections. Like, that's so stupid. They're literally anti-workers' health measures. You're pretty stupid as well for not being out driving the new car, says Canute. The car is not even with me right now. I'm driving the fucking Camry again.
I am back, bitches.
I'm getting a paint protector applied. Anyway, it's debate you into saying that the act is wrong and then use that clip to use against BLM. Yeah, probably, but I've always had a consistent take on this. Like, there's a difference. This playlist does not exist. I uploaded a couple clips from yesterday's JRE. Spoiler, he didn't actually get to the part where Tim Dillon mentioned you. Oh, fuck. That sucks. But there's a difference between, first of all, someone being a worker doesn't magically make their argument correct, okay? It's this weird, like, liberal identity politics way of like looking at fucking class, which is interesting. And I do see that Zoomers do this a lot. And I think that because there is actually like leftist momentum growing in the Western world, unlike we've ever seen in recent years, that is also the reason why a lot of people are falsely using class as a protective shield. It's like, it's the fetishization. Yes, it's the fetishization of class where you're just like, oh, well, I'm a worker, so everything I'm saying is right. It's like, no, dumbass. I mean, anyone who's ever fucking worked a goddamn day in a wage labor job knows that like half of their fucking coworkers are idiots. Okay, so come on. There's no universe in which like someone being a worker automatically makes their point correct, or that like it's something that we have to hear. Now, having said that, I also don't care as far as like collective bargaining goes. Okay, as far as collective bargaining and collective action goes, I don't give a shit if you're literally a fucking reactionary. Okay, if you're fighting for benefits and you're fighting alongside your coworkers, you should be able to do so. You absolutely should be able to do so. That's entirely separate. There is no I will never stand in front of you and say you're not allowed to do that. Okay. But the idea that, the idea that these guys are workers and therefore they need to be listened to, therefore their rights are being stomped on or whatever. Like, don't miss me with that lib shit. It's the same energy that I bring to like whenever people say, well, there's indigenous protesters, there's First Nation protesters that are actually, there are First Nation protesters that are involved in the trucker convoy. I'm like, okay, so what? One, that's not even real. Okay. And two, even if it was real, I don't give a fuck. What, you think First Nations people are not capable of being chuds or hogs or dumbasses? Of course they are. So who gives a fuck? Address the issue at hand instead of this other dumb shit. Money really changed you, lmao. That isn't stupid. Wait, what isn't stupid? Wait, explain yourself, a dummy, Captain Curry TV. Like, I hate that like liberal attitude where it's like, oh, well, if you're a fucking marginalized person, you quite literally can never be wrong. You're incapable of being wrong. It's stupid. It's not true. One of your viewers made a cool on the ground video of it, 1327.
I'm a big dog with an average log.
One of you motherfuckers made this? I wonder if it's the chatter himself that sent this to me. I love when chatters are like, bro, one of your viewers made this. And it's like, no, you're the viewer that made it. Anyway, this is pretty good though. I like it. Sorry, trigger warning to those in Ottawa who are hearing this every single day. Are you out? Damn, dude, that was like a 1 second. You just, okay, how was it? Come in and explain your experience in the pool, near poolside.
Great. Listen,
you got to speak directly into the microphone.
It was really nice back there. It's really peaceful.
Yeah.
And it's I felt at peace.
Oh wait, I gotta fix this. I gotta fix this camera while you. I have never been in that pool.
The pool's extremely cold, by the way. Like freezing.
Oh, I have it's heated. I just don't know how to turn it on.
Yeah.
I could have heated it, but I've never been in the pool. Hold on. Let me fix the camera real quick while you're sitting there, because I never have people here to be able to re-angle it.
Oh, nice. Who set all this up?
I work with a company. Wait,
looks amazing. What's up, chat? You guys can follow me on Instagram @MoWad. Oh my god. I make memes. I'm going to abuse this platform as much as I can while Hasan's away, so you guys can all follow me.
I think this is good.
What's everyone doing for the big game? You have to say the big game. You can't say Super Bowl.
You can't say Super Bowl, bro.
You have to say big game. What's everyone's plans for the big game?
I guess this is all right. I don't know.
Hey, can you tell me about the trucker thing?
Yeah, or
is there any
legitimacy to it? No.
Okay.
No,
Because I heard Canada actually is like pretty wild with the lockdown.
There's no legitimacy to it at all. They're first of all, they're not even protesting like the lockdowns or anything. They're mostly protesting the mandates, the vaccine mandates that truckers need to take.
Okay.
And 90% of truckers themselves are already vaccinated. The Teamsters Union, which is like 50,000 truckers in Canada, have already come out and spoken against the fucking truckers that are now in Ottawa. The people aren't even truckers themselves. Most of the people that are attending this vaccine or this vaccine mandate protest are just hogs. They're just like dumb reactionary hogs. People with pickup trucks and shit like that. And basically that's it. Like they're just fucking throwing a fit. They're bored and they're able to do so. And it's like, you know, financed by American reactionaries as well. Like there's rich people that were giving like $200,000 in donations and shit. So GoFundMe pulled it. It's also AstroTurf by Nazis, like some Nazis, some white supremacists.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like they are like responsible for the movement itself. So it's just basically, you know, it's just bullshit. It's like the Tea Party stuff. It's always, whenever there's like any sort of reactionary momentum around an issue, know that it's most likely AstroTurfed. It's rarely ever grassroots. It's rarely ever organized by like, you know, genuine people that have a real gripe.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where as soon as I saw the people supporting it and posting about it, I was like, all right, I got to look into this because what's something that kind of seemed like it was innocent at first.
Because we have friends that are really rich here in Los Angeles and they're fucking idiots. That's why. And they are also like a lot of liberals. You know, there's a reason why there's a reason why Stalin called liberals or social democrats social fascists. There's a reason why leftists say cut a liberal and a fascist bleeds, because they are, after a certain fucking point, when they get to such a incredible amount of wealth, they literally start chirping about, you know, murdering fucking poor people and melting homeless people into fucking biomatter in the same exact way that those fascist reactionary Republicans do. They're just like more pleasant Republicans. They're like, you know, pro-trans Republicans for the most part.
Right. Hasan's radicalizing me as we speak.
I mean, yeah, you know how it is. Anyway, look, I mean, this story is one thing, but here, this is actually an even better story for us to talk about together while you're here, because you know how this is in Los Angeles. You have friends that, like, we both have friends that are like, that have gotten caught up in this shit. Dude, look at this. This morning,
No doubt.
on Morning Joe, they covered an alleged shoplifter being caught on tape appearing to steal 10 steaks from a New York City Trader Joe's. I joined MSNBC to speak for the need for public safety and address criminal justice concerns.
Insane. Why would you?
Al Sharpton, okay? This fucking charlatan is on talking about the need for more draconian criminal justice measures in a place like New York because one shoplifter stole 10 steaks. This is a matter of national news now.
It is true that people are just walking in and walking out with it.
No, there's no doubt about it. I mean, you go to a local pharmacy, Drain Weed or Rite Aid, any of them, and you've got to get someone to help assist you. I mean, they have the little button there.
Yep.
You hit the buzzer, and the guy comes over and unlocks your toothpaste. I mean, we're talking about basic stuff. What did I miss that we now have to lock up toothpaste?
Yeah, and
I'm just curious, Rev, really quickly. I mean, Eric Adams said he's going to do his best to fix this. I'm just curious. I mean,
Eric Adams is the new mayor. He's a cop. He's like very fucking pro police aggression. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to describe it, but
I like how he said, "What did I miss?" That this is like, what do you like? He's just pretending to be completely oblivious. What do you mean? What did you miss? Why this is happening?
Well, he missed fucking humanity.
Yeah,
that's what he
it's like-
fucking missed. And it's crazy. It's like, oh, they locked up toothpaste. So like we need to start literally 360 no scoping poor people when they
insane.
steal shit.
I think
We need to put them in jail permanently. It's like, dude, nobody fucking steals steak.
Right.
Because they're not hungry, okay?
Right.
People try to make the argument about Gucci or Louis or like stealing, you know, organized retail theft they talk about, right?
Right.
It's like, yeah, they're stealing a fucking bag, not because they want to look good with the bag. They're stealing the bag because it's $400 that you can very easily fucking sell on Facebook Marketplace. And it has more of a fucking longevity, more shelf life than, bread and steaks. This guy literally is selling steak or stealing steak. Okay. And even then it's like, nah, that's probably some other reason.
Yeah.
Anytime people talk about this sort of theft without one, speaking of the real theft, which is wage theft, which is very commonplace and to the tune of hundreds of billions. Okay. Or anytime they talk about this sort of theft, petty theft, without covering civil asset forfeiture, which is the theft that the government engages in regularly without any sort of accountability whatsoever, they're being disingenuous. But most importantly, anytime they talk about this sort of petty theft without looking at the underlying material reasons as to why this sort of petty theft even occurs in the first place, they are rich, out of touch, vulturous, parasitic assholes looking down upon the poor and the working class from their ivory fucking towers. Okay? That's it.
Well, a lot of this stuff, and I've seen a lot of friends of mine who are liberal, and I think what gets people is the optics of it are jarring, right? It's like when this is happening closer to me, and now it's real. Now I pretend I care about it, right?
Yeah. And that is actually a really good point. You see endless amounts of human suffering on a daily fucking basis. The moment that you walk outside those doors in Los Angeles, California, you see people fucking dying on the streets every fucking day. And you have conditioned yourself to look away when you see a homeless person eating trash, okay? You are conditioned to look away when you see people living in fucking tents, people that are just straight up fucking in need, immediate, desperate need of mental health and healthcare in general, right? You look away, but the moment that a fucking storefront that you like to go to, that you frequent, the moment that a Target gets fucking robbed, you're like, oh my God, oh no, we have to stop this immediately. It's like, it's so fucked up. Okay, just look the other way on that too, dumbass.
Well, also this, do you remember when there was this sort of like barrage of news articles coming out in LA when this was happening? And now
it's gone.
A month has passed. It's suddenly gone.
Magically, it went away. Why did it happen?
But everyone always talks about like Robin season being a thing around the holidays. Like that's not really something that is,
it's new. It's not new.
It's not new.
It happens
but
yearly.
It's very funny how everyone saw that article that was shared about how LA is becoming a third world city, and then you find out that the person who released that was some like former cop, and like the deeper you dig, you realize that a lot of this was sort of like scare tactics.
Yeah, no,
and now no one's talking about it.
Here's the reality, okay? First of all, case clearance rates for cops is abysmal, okay? They rarely ever get convictions. They hate the paperwork that is required to even like pursue petty theft. So they don't do it. Now though, this is a way to be like, oh, it's because they defunded us. That's why we can't do it. It's like, dog, you never did this. Like, you never fucking covered petty theft ever in your entire life. What do you mean?
Right.
Like, but so many of these privileged people, for the most part, that never ever interact with cops, that have never had shit stolen from them, that have never actually been involved in a situation like this, don't know that cops have never historically fucking chased people who have stolen shit. If you ever had an iPhone stolen, if you ever had something worthwhile stolen from your car or anything like that, cops just come over and they go, oh, I guess we have to file a police report. And then they don't do shit.
Yeah.
They've never done shit. But now they can say, oh, it's because we're defunded.
Yeah, I mean, I remember in college I had like a laptop stolen, and this idea that calling the cops has some like immediate effect to where your item gets like, that's not how things happen. And so this, like you're saying, the narrative that and also in LA what's the budget, like $1 billion, and they were defunded 140 million.
Yeah,
the
defunding the police
million wasn't even fully removed.
Yeah, no, here's what happened in a lot of in the entire country. What ended up happening was the defund the police movement was roundly criticized by even fucking dickheads like Democratic dickheads like Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and of course famously perhaps the worst Congressional Black Caucus member, what's his fucking name, South Carolina's very own Jim Clyburn. Okay. So they all shit on it. Okay. And the reality is what ended up happening was they shaved off just like a minuscule percentage from the additional funds that cops were going to get. I mean, look at this. The LAPD's budget for 2021 to 2022 is over $3 billion. Emergency management doesn't even touch $1 billion. Cultural affairs, parks and recs, transportation, housing, none of that even comes near $1 billion. The LAPD budget, on the other hand, is $3 billion. Okay, so all they shaved off was like $100 million from the extra funding that they were going to get. So like every year they get more and more money, right? It's like one of the few fucking instances that is adjusted to inflation.
It's wild. I got to get a haircut.
Okay, go do your thing.
See you, man. Bye, chat.
But that's why I say what I say, folks. Okay, and these people that are routinely talking about like what should be done with poor people, and refuse to talk about the real reasons as to why crime, the material reasons as to why crime happens. They're fucking assholes. No, that's not his jacket. That's my jacket.
He's got a governor who's saying, well, I don't know that we want to give the judges any power to make decisions on whether they've seen the same bad guy in front of them like 12 times in the past week. And then you've got a DA. I know you talked to the DA. The DA's going, oh, we don't want to punish anybody unless it's like really bad. You know, so yeah, you can steal whatever you want to steal. And yeah, we won't do any jail time. And then you've got, you know, then you've got a woke.
They're using this as an opportunity to shit on progressive DAs, a concept that is already like few and far between. Okay, there's not like a movement of a lot of like reformist progressive DAs out there. There's some, and they are despised, okay, by business owners, the petite bourgeois class, and the bourgeois business owners in general. And of course, the lumpen proles, the counter-revolutionary people, just the fucking crazy reactionary hogs, right? So they use this, they use like crime, they hyper-focus on the crime that's occurring. They refuse to fucking recognize the underlying material conditions that they are stopping from you know, fixing. Okay, they stand in opposition to any sort of solution to fixing the material conditions. They hyper-focus on crime and make it seem like it's out of control and it's totally new, okay, for this year when it's not. When you look at it historically, it's still historically low. And also on top of that, it's still significantly lower in when you compare it to like pre-2019, pre-COVID era crime. Okay. And then they launched their attacks against progressive DAs. They launched their attacks against the defund the police movement, which didn't even fucking which had no staying power. It had no impact. And it's completely counterproductive. This tough on crime shit does not work. Okay. It has never worked. It still doesn't work. And yet these dumbass boomers never learned their lesson and they still use it. Part of the reason why they still use it is because it's good. It's good for ratings. It's a lot of these idiots are also just out of touch and afraid of criminals. They've been conditioned into being afraid of crime in general. They see that as the individual's personal moral failings rather than a consequence of systemic issues. Okay. Rather than the manifestation of serious systemic issues, right? No one wants to steal. Has Hasan addressed getting bodied on Twitter earlier yet? Dude, I literally bodied your mom with my entire dick, okay? I bodied your mom with my cock. Shut the fuck up.
Thank you, Hasan, for all you do and more.
A classic, it would seem. It's just like what? Who bodied? Who bodied? Like your random fucking furry account friends with like 22 followers bodied me? Is that what it is? Because they don't watch the stream and thought that like, oh man, Hasan, who is currently in the process of like describing complex political problems, once again, as he does for 8 to 10 hours a day, instead of seeing literally with my own two eyes what kind of content he creates, in the process of fucking creating that content, I'm going to act like that's not happening. La, 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 la. Someone with an anime avatar said you fucking sit away. Someone with an anime avatar reacted to a video of you fucking getting up and peeing, okay? Exactly, you got me. Just look in front of your eyes. Look at your fucking eyes, dude. Look with your eyes. Hear with your ears. Does it seem like I am the type of person who doesn't fucking routinely take a 5-minute fucking video or a 2-minute video and talk about it for 2 hours endlessly? Anyway. So selfish. So fucking selfish, dude. Imagine 29,000 other people in here and he's like, I'm going to center this conversation around myself. You are just the exact same as the pieces of shit that are like, actually, I know there's a protest movement going on, but how can I center this around me? You know those like blue-haired SJWs that you fucking hate? You are just as narcissistic as they are, okay?
City Council. I'm just curious, is Eric Adams going to be able to do anything? Well, he's obviously surrounded by elected officials who want New York to remain chaotic.
Well, I think he's got a challenge there because there is a debate in the criminal justice system, and there are those that are concerned, including me, about overloading the system and the jails with petty crimes. But at the same time, you cannot have a culture where people are just at random, just robbing and stealing, and is out of control and is put on the front page of newspapers, which only encourages others to do it. In fairness to Eric, he's only been mayor 5 weeks. But but even as unfair to him, Eric, they're locking up my toothpaste.
I'll say,
come on, baby.
Go on. I'll say that you know, first, just the hamburger cover in the New York Post just makes me hungry. I've been up for a few hours now. But I think this is points to a larger issue, though.
Man, the fucking chaos, dude. It's crazy. Who will stop these people? The chaos. The chaos in New York. New York is on fucking fire, dude. Try these Jerry clip links. Oh, by the way, Jerry talked to Akash Singh, who is the co-host of Andrew, who's now a friend of the show, I guess, technically, who I have been trying to get on, but he's never in LA, and he's constantly telling me to go to fucking New York. But this man that Joe Rogan had on is actually the co-host of Andrew. Not Andrew Channel 5. Andrew, why am I fucking forgetting his last name? Not Andrew Coleman. Andrew Schultz. Thank you, Lake McGroove. But we haven't done that yet, and we're not going to do that yet. And like I said, defund the police movement is bullshit. It's not a real thing, okay? Andrew Schultz is what I'm talking about.
There's a sort of sense that things just aren't quite right. The city's a little bit out of control. Crime is up in 72 of the 77 NYPD precincts.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. Dude, look at, like, they're such bloodthirsty, sick freaks, dude. Anyway,
who was working?
What is this?
Farm under this flag? Who was working that farm? My family was. Who was working the farm? They were poor. Do you know how much a slave cost back then?
Bro, that is an insane defense. I love that.
Farm.
I love this defense, which is like my family would have bought your family, but like they were too poor to buy your family is the wildest fucking take. It's an old video, but still golden. Okay, still incredible. We're not going to get to the Joe Rogan stuff yet. Part of the reason is because the Nintendo Direct is starting, and I know I God forbid I fucking talk about anything but the baby games when the baby game Direct is around. But do not worry, we will be getting into the Joe Rogan stuff in a little bit. We still got the Dave Chappelle controversy where there's a video going viral now because Dave Chappelle went to a city council meeting in Ohio where he lives, where he like kind of runs that fucking town. Basically, he's like the king of that town. Where he shut down a affordable housing plan because he threatened to pull his funding out of this Ohio town. So I love your baby game coverage. You can't put the baby games on us. You know you love that shit too. No, I do. I actually do. We have the video. We're not going to get into it yet though, because listen, it's fucking going to be out in like 5 minutes. So instead, I'm going to do this. We're going to watch, finally, the new striking concrete workers in Seattle have shut down the city's $23 billion construction industry. The Teamsters are fighting for higher wages and better healthcare benefits for retirees. 34 workers walked out on November. Now 300 plus workers at 6 companies are on a general strike. Remember, this is real working class momentum. This is real working class action, okay? This is the power of collective bargaining. This is the power of work stoppages. This is what organized labor can and does do, and this is the precise reason why their capital owners are afraid of unions and spend billions of fucking dollars combating them and lobbying the government to ensure that unions cannot fucking be created. This is the same reason why in a place like Memphis, they are Starbucks fired all the people that were involved in the unionization efforts on fucking MLK Day of all goddamn days while simultaneously talking about how they love MLK. Okay? Because this is terrifying. This hurts the bottom line of corporations. Okay? And that's why you will never hear this shit on Tucker fucking Carlson, because he's not a real advocate for the working class, okay? The only time you'll hear labor momentum from Tucker Carlson and all those other fucking charlatans who claim that they're communists or leftists or whatever the fuck is when they're talking about deregulating health provisions for the working class that make them safer. So let's take a look at the good work that More Perfect Union is doing now.
A lot of tower cranes up downtown, and just drove through there, and you know those jobs are ghost towns right now. They need concrete. They're waiting on concrete. You know, we want a deal. We want to go back to work.
We are a band of 330 ready mix drivers, dump truck drivers that take a lot of pride in our work.
How long can Seattle go without the construction continuing? We're willing to stay out here as long as we have to.
Because of the ongoing demonstrations, Seattle's $23 billion construction industry has paused without concrete.
We worked through the pandemic for them, made them a ton of money during the pandemic. And to turn around and deny these families the same medical coverage that we earned, you know, just 2-3 years ago is crazy.
They think they can benefit in the long run off of shortchanging us when they've even said they have the money to give us what we're looking for.
The biggest single thing we're demanding is respect.
And they refuse to negotiate. It's their turn to put another offer on the table, and they refuse to. Companies know that our medical benefits is going to run out. A lot of us are going to sign up with Cobra. A lot of us have got other jobs. Them knowing that and waiting us.
Cobra's fucking dog shit too. Anyway,
out past that hurts. Yeah, we're in a fight over this, but you're taking this down to hurting our families, people's health.
Folks, we're gonna get to the Nintendo Direct in 2 minutes when it starts, but chill the fuck out, please. Okay, I don't want to hear from you when it starts. When it immediately starts. Going to be 40 minutes of round-the-clock action for baby games. We're going to finish this video first, though, before we get to the baby games, okay? And I'm going to go pee. This is more for Perfect Union's video. I'm going to go pee right now.
Has gone through the roof. My local Safeway, just up the hill in West Seattle, they're selling ground beef for $7.99 a pound. And we're building a city that we're not able to live in anymore.
This property in Bellevue's Spring District will be the future home of Meta, formerly Facebook. But today, work stopped because Turner, the construction company, is unable to get concrete.
When concrete doesn't get delivered, it is a domino effect. The steel workers ran out of work first, then it'll be the carpenters, obviously the concrete finishers, and it just trickles on down the line. When you can't pour another deck on a high-rise, they can't keep going up.
You know, as painful it is to watch these other guys getting laid off, you know, I have many friends that have texted or called me and let me know that, hey, what's going on? They're asking, are the companies coming to terms? Are they even talking to you guys? Because they're sitting at home too.
The other trades have really come through for us. They come to a strike line, they bring us protein, sweets, snacks, water, coffee, jokes, handshakes, and thank yous. This is the kind of support I was telling you about.
What we do is not only for us union members, but it sets a bar across the board. When our wages increase to keep up with the cost of living, other non-union companies have to increase their wages to compete for good employees.
Yep, and that's also statistically true as well, for the record. According to numerous studies conducted on the matter, labor unions immediately have the capacity to increase your wages in the workplace that is unionized, but it also has increased by 10% even the wages of non-unionized workplaces as well. All right, we're gonna get into the Nintendo baby game direct right now.
If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past, this is the path we must walk.
Do you think these union members are Republicans? It doesn't matter if they're Republicans or not. What matters is fairness, and it's only fair that they are able to unionize and do and engage in collective bargaining.
Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
All right, let's do it. Let's see what the fuck the Baby Games Direct is about this time. It's probably going to be dog shit, but fuck it.
And we shall win a glorious future for Fodlan.
But now that I know, I won't make the same mistake again.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Ray. We'll get back to the Ray anti-union podcast and stuff as well. Don't worry, it's like pretty funny that thing exists.
You seek revenge to slake your rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do whatever that you must.
This is a Dynasty Warriors clone. I will play it. I mean, fuck it, dude. It's a new Switch game.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Oh, also, before I forget, it's top of the hour, so if you want an ad-free broadcasting experience, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do that for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Or if you get gifted a sub, here's the 1 minute ad break now.
To a different story set in the same universe as Fire Emblem Three Houses. Let's see the first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
The Orange Star Nation needs you. We've got more intel on the Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game.
What?
In the first campaign, Advance Wars, you'll advise a colorful cast of commanding officers and use their abilities in vibrant turn-based battles. Each commanding officer is now voiced.
This is literally a
bringing even
mobile
more charm
game.
to these characters.
This is literally a mobile game.
I see right through your plans.
Another full campaign
Are you
awaits
fucking
in
kidding
Advance
me?
Wars 2.
This is literally the mobile game Instagram ads, dude. I see Instagram ads for this game all the time.
For additional tactical opportunities, like blasting through pipelines to cross into enemy territory. In both campaigns, you can fast forward gameplay and reset your turns for a smoother tactical experience. Flex your strategic muscles outside of both campaigns with additional modes. Go for high scores in the War Room. Create and share custom maps in the Design Room. Or battle friends and frenemies in local and online multiplayer. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp marches onto the Nintendo Switch system April 8th.
This is a remake. The Nintendo
Pre-orders
frogs are going to
available
kill
now
you.
on
It doesn't
Nintendo
matter.
eShop. Explore an infinite universe.
How will they port this?
In No Man's Sky.
How will they
every
port
star
this?
Is the
Is
light
this
of a distant sun. Each orbited by planets teeming with life.
Bro, the Disco Elysium port was dog shit. I will be very surprised if this. I will play this on 10 FPS.
Here, you'll discover extraordinary lands and creatures that have never been seen before and may never be seen again. To survive, you must craft your own tools and even your own place to live. In this living and breathing universe, trade convoys travel between stars. Factions vie for territory. Pirates hunt unwary travelers. And the authorities are ever watchful. Your journey may be fraught with danger, and actions have consequences. Traitor, fighter, explorer. How will you live in this universe?
Should I play this
No
game?
Man's Sky lands on Nintendo Switch.
Not on the Switch, obviously, but should I play this game on the PC, chat? They said, like, after all the updates, it's playable, right? No? Wait, why so many no's? I love chat. For those old head HasanAbi heads know this, but like one of my favorite games of all time is Freelancer. Like the guys that made the OG game that they made before Star Citizen, which is not even made, obviously. Which is why I might actually enjoy that game, No Man's Land or No Man's Sky or whatever.
Mario Strikers Battle League.
This looks kind of cool.
Prepare for Strike, a 5-on-5 sport like soccer that's way heavy on offense.
This literally, this looks sick. This actually looks sick. I'm pogging right now.
Tackles.
I'm soy facing. I'm pogging. I'm soy facing.
And crushing special shots.
Oh my God, this looks actually great.
Is to rule the field. Try to score more goals than your opponents. There are two things to keep in mind that'll help you with your strategies. First, the gear you equip. It changes not only your appearance, but also your stats like speed, strength, and pass accuracy.
Oh my God, this
Customize
game is
as you
sick.
see fit. Second, the Hyper
Bro, you know what this
Strike.
game reminds me of? Fucking FIFA World Cup. Like, I forget which year it was, where you could do like insane bicycle kicks with like a flame behind it.
Hit the net and you'll score not
Or
one,
FIFA
but
Streets,
2
too.
goals.
Yeah, FIFA Street. FIFA Street is another one. Dude, that's sick.
Up
This
to
is sick.
8
This is sick. This is
players.
actually
4
sick.
players on each team can
This is
compete
actually
against
fucking
each other
pog.
on one Nintendo Switch system. In addition to individual
It looks
matches,
great too. It
online
looks
play
really
will have
fucking
an
good.
Online club mode.
Oh my
Join
God.
an in-game club and compete for placement in the rankings. Up to 20 players can join a club. So create your own and invite friends and family to play alongside you. Or join an existing one owned by other players. Try to become the world's top club.
Oh my God,
With
Princess
items,
Peach.
tackles, and hyper strikes. Anything goes on this field. Mario Strikers Battle League launches on Nintendo
This is sick.
Switch.
This is sick. This is actually
June
sick.
10th.
This is actually sick.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
The latest iteration of the Mario Strikers series is coming to Nintendo Switch. We hope you're excited for this anything goes battle soccer game. Next, please take a look at this.
I guess I'll be back after baby games time.
That game is gonna be fucking sick. Also, this looks great. Splatoon, Spelunk. Dumbass said watching this for reviews. I literally lost viewers watching this. Idiot. I never played Splatoon, but this game, I feel like, is made for people that... This game is made for... this game is teaching warfare to babies, okay? That's what this is. This is Nintendo's way of educating babies on counterinsurgency warfare measures. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, like, look at the music, dude. It's like ADHD music.
That was the trailer for the co-op mode in the Splatoon 3 game, the next wave of Salmon Run. A giant salmonid, one that's never been seen before, was also spotted at the end of the trailer. Will the Inklings and Octolings ink or swim? Splatoon 3 will launch this summer. We hope you'll look forward to future updates. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Fonzers at the ready.
What the fuck is Fonzers? What? This is not a Switch game. I guess they're announcing a new console.
Of the first front mission game is storming onto Nintendo Switch.
What? Oh!
In this tactical RPG, you'll pilot weaponized machines called Fonzers.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck?
To victory. Gain the upper hand in battle by aiming for enemy parts to destroy.
I will never play this game.
Mix and match various weapons and parts to customize your Fonzer.
It's not RTS, it's turn-based strategy.
Uncover the great storyline of this classic when Front Mission 1 Remake launches on Nintendo Switch this summer. And in the future, the sequel, Front Mission 2 Remake, will
I don't like
also
Gundam
launch
shit
on Nintendo
anyway, you know
Switch.
this. The only mecha anime I fuck with is Attack on Titan.
High-octane Disney and Pixar combat racer.
Pog!
From the creators of the Asphalt series comes
Pog! Disney
rip-roaring
IP
racing
Pog!
action across Disney and Pixar-inspired racetracks. Race as a legendary roster of characters on high-speed circuits, using each one's special abilities to battle for victory across the finish line. Choose Mickey Mouse for symphonic speed, Sully for monstrous power, or Mulan for explosive maneuvers. Each racer also possesses powerful...
Bro, this is literally Mario Kart on top of the Disney IP. What the fuck?
Disney Speedstorm is a free-to-play game, with new seasons added regularly, bringing more exciting Disney and Pixar characters.
It's just Mario
circuits,
Kart with Disney
karts,
skin.
And more. Plus, enjoy cross-platform play, as well as split-screen and online multiplayer modes. Disney Speedstorm races onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Wait, that's so sus. It's free to play? Oh my god, they're gonna fucking milk you for all the skins.
On Nintendo Switch. Unleash the power of the Force in this classic Star Wars action adventure. As Darth Vader's secret apprentice, you'll use devastating
This game was fucking insane!
As you hunt down Jedi Masters on iconic planets. Upgrade abilities like Force Grip and Force Repulse, then combine them for even more destructive
I
combos.
love this game, dude. Oh my god, this like unlocked a memory in my brain.
Motion controls enhanced from the original Wii version. You can also duel locally with a friend to determine who is the galaxy's most powerful Jedi. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed launches on Nintendo Switch April 20th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. The complete saga of legendary assassin Ezio Auditore da Firenze awaits
This is gonna
three critically
suck.
acclaimed Assassin's Creed games. Explore Renaissance Italy and 16th century Constantinople. Interact with historical figures and discover secrets of the Creed
Istanbul,
across 3
bro.
games, 2 bonus short films, and DLC. Plus, take advantage of enhanced features for the Nintendo Switch system on the go, including touchscreen controls, HD Rumble, and optimized on-screen display.
Oh my god, what the fuck is this?
Assassin's
Haas
Creed:
jump?
The
I'm
Ezio
pogging
Collection
right now?
Launches on Nintendo Switch February 17th. Pilot mobile suits in dynamic action RPG battles. Strange incidents called breaks are occurring across the Gundam universe. Find out what's causing them and restore the proper timeline. You'll lead 3 mobile suits in battle. Enhance each suit with parts to improve their power. You can also battle alongside friends in online co-op multiplayer. SD Gundam Battle Alliance launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Two worlds cross in the triumphant return of this RPG classic. A remaster of the acclaimed RPG Chrono Cross is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. One fateful day, the protagonist Surge wanders into an alternate world. Though it somewhat resembles his home world, he finds that he no longer exists here. How did this happen? What is this mysterious another world? Travel back and forth between both worlds to unravel
The fuck is
the
this,
story.
bro?
Over 40 characters can join your party. Depending on the choices you make, the allies who accompany you and the endings that trigger will differ.
Are these all just remasters of like PlayStation 1 games? What the fuck's happening?
Like the ability to turn off enemy encounters and a newly enhanced soundtrack. Plus, Radical Dreamers, originally released on the Satellaview, is included. Experience the origins of Chrono Cross in this text-based adventure. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition, dashes and slashes its way onto Nintendo Switch April 7th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
You lost the Radical Dreamers? I'm sorry. Is that... Wait, this looks like fucking the zombie game, The Last of Us, dude. Kirby The Last of Us 2 edition. Damn, Kirby can suck.
It's Kirby's latest unforgettable 3D platforming adventure, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It all takes place in a mysterious world with an unusual mix of nature and civilization.
I did not say what that mouth do, Kirby. I did not say that.
Kirby sets off on a new adventure.
Kirby the OG throat goat.
Introducing Mouthful Mode. Inhale a car to zoom around. A vending machine to attack with juice cans. Or become a piercing cone.
Okay, so it's Mario. I mean, this is gonna be sick.
New actions will be available.
If it's like Mario, Mario Odyssey, then it's fucking sick.
Enjoy.
It'll be really good.
New moves different from copy abilities.
It'll be really good. It's like fucking throat goat, Mario throat goat edition.
Water, like this. As Kirby rescues Waddle Dees, Waddle Dee Town will continue to grow, and more resources will become available. At Waddle Dee's weapon shop, familiar copy abilities can be evolved.
The Gawk Gawk Mario Gawk Gawk edition. The Guac Guac 3000 Mario.
Evolve copy abilities to expand Kirby's range of attacks. They'll also change Kirby's appearance and make him even more powerful. Some copy abilities may have stronger evolved forms. A new adventure awaits our pink puffball. Who are the Beast Pack? What are these enemies trying to do? Can Kirby restore peace to this world? Kirby and the Forgotten Land launches on the Nintendo Switch system March 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
That was Kirby and the Forgotten Land, launching later next month. Please look forward to its release. Let's take a look at some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
任天堂ディレクトをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。バッターの大谷翔平です。ピッチャーの大谷翔平です。任天堂スイッチ上で今回初めて MLB 打者の記念が楽しめるようになりました。それではこちらをご覧ください。
That's right, Otani-san. MLB The Show is coming to Nintendo Switch. That means you can play modes like Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty on your Nintendo Switch. But that's not all. You can even play
Otami-san.
with a single
That's right, Otami-san.
With cross progression,
I love
you can
baseball.
also earn and use content on any platform where MLB The Show 22 is available.
Why does this guy sound like the TikTok voice, dude?
On the go with you on Nintendo Switch.
It's like rugged Gilbert Godfrey TikTok voice, TikTok TTS.
Online matches on other consoles. No need to worry. You can invite them and play online. I knew you were a true two-way player, but this is ridiculous.
5 months.
Sheesh.
Damn, that's what the TikTok TDS looks like? It looks like shit, bro. What the fuck?
3 Kingdom Hearts collections are almost here. From Kingdom Hearts to Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Remind DLC, every entry is coming to Nintendo Switch as cloud versions that can be played while connected to the internet. Relive or get to know these heart-filled adventures alongside Sora, Donald, Goofy, and more for the first time in TV, tabletop, or handheld mode. Kingdom Hearts Integrum Masterpiece for Cloud, containing all 3 game collections, soars onto Nintendo Switch tomorrow. Each collection's cloud version will also be individually available on Nintendo eShop.
Chad, don't fucking eat me alive, but like, is the cloud good? If Nintendo's like notoriously bad for latency, then how are they fucking doing cloud?
Run, jump, and hover.
Like, it has to be awful, right?
Grab and throw enemies. Use each level's surroundings to your advantage. Also, Klonoa 2 is included. Take on these great adventures when Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series launches on Nintendo Switch July 8th.
I can't see this being good in a...
We're so glad you're here. Come here often. Either way, you're in for a puzzling treat. In these award-winning games, the portal gun is your key to surviving imprisonment in a mysterious lab. Create portals and warp to other areas to find cake? Still unconfirmed. You can pass through portals, and so can cubes, lasers, and robots with unnerving levels of personality. The sequel adds in local, online, and split-screen multiplayer modes, and that part's no lie. Neither is the sentient robot monitoring your every move. When
Dude, Nintendo is great for... I mean, most gaming has now become just like playing games that are 10, 20, sometimes 30 years old with like new fucking... with a little bit new shaders touched on it, okay? That barely ever actually fucking works well in the new console, even though like the old console that it like originally started on is just as... had the same specs as a Nintendo Switch. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Jesus fucking Christ.
Previously unreleased outside of Japan, the RPG Live Alive makes its overseas debut, now in HD 2D. Multiple stories featuring different protagonists and time periods await. The order in which you tackle them is up to you. Prehistory, a tribesman comes of age in a world without words. The Wild West, a wanderer with a bounty on his head fights for his life. Imperial China, a kung fu master searches for a worthy successor.
What is this, bro?
Twilight
What the
of
fuck?
Edo, Japan, a shinobi undertakes an important secret mission. Present day, a martial artist strives to become the strongest there ever was.
This literally feels like one of those Game Boy games where like there's 30 games in one. Do you guys remember those? Where it's like all the... Well, this might actually be just a remaster of that, and I'm...
What other stories are on the horizon?
Do you guys remember that shit? Like old heads know.
Repay my loyalty in death!
Live Alive launches on Nintendo Switch July 22nd. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
How was that? Next up is this.
Give us Zelda, 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 give us Breath of the Wild 2, Breath of the Wild 2, Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2, Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2, Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2.
Please take a look.
Here are the sports included in the Nintendo Switch sports game. You might recognize these 3 from past Wii Sports games.
I've never played Wii Sports.
Tennis. Rally by gently swinging the Joy-Con controller at the right time.
I can't wait to break the
Roll the ball
Joy-Con.
straight ahead or give it a little curve. And Chambara. Knock your opponent off the platform while attacking and defending.
That's pretty sick.
Plus, 3 additional sports are joining the lineup. Soccer. Use a gigantic ball to make dynamic plays. Enjoy matches with Joy-Con controllers to shoot and perform diving headers. By attaching a Joy-Con controller to the leg strap accessory included with the physical version of the game, you can play shootout mode with intuitive kicking motions. Badminton. Control your shots left and right while keeping the shuttlecock in the air. Unleash powerful smash shots to gain the upper hand. Finally, volleyball. Use a Joy-Con controller to serve, bump, set, and spike the ball.
I like this. I'm sorry, bad take maybe, but I like this.
The game supports local
I've never
play
played
with
Wii
family
Sport,
and
but this
friends
looks
on
sick.
one Nintendo Switch system, as well as online play across all sports. Play against friends online, or opt for
Also,
random
remember,
matchmaking.
remember, like, I think about this from the point of view of like what will fucking slap on stream.
Try
And this
taking on
looks
this
like it would be fucking sick to play on stream with like other content creators and stuff.
How was that? Since I'm already here, I'd like to show you some gameplay of one of the newly added sports, volleyball.
Mr. Takahashi! Oh, hello there, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi from Nintendo.
Wow, Mr. Koizumi.
Dude, this is my
I can
favorite
see
part
you're
of the
ready to
fucking
play.
directs, dude.
All right, I'll play some volleyball online together with Mr. Koizumi. Do you have your wrist strap ready?
This is actually on like my favorite part of the Nintendo Direct. The content is just like old Japanese guys that are just like behaving in a way that they normally would never behave. It's awesome. Yeah, salary men trying to be like
a newly added sport in Nintendo
cool and
Switch
quirky.
Sports. What can we expect today from the Takahashi Koizumi team? It's Koizumi to serve, with Takahashi up front. We begin with Koizumi serving. How will the opposing team react? Takahashi makes the block.
Damn, he's so good. He's so fucking good. Look at him.
Koizumi saves it. A setup in the air, and here comes the spike. The other team saves it and fights back. And they score.
Damn, bro, come on. You gotta
get it in time.
Bro!
All right.
Bro, move faster! What the fuck was that?
Now the other team serves. Koizumi receives it. Takahashi sets it up. Koizumi spikes, but it goes right towards the opponent. Here's another attack. Now
Come on, come on.
They get the ball, and with a setup from Koizumi, Takahashi scores.
Oh, that went out. That went out.
They got a point with that fierce spike.
Damn, bro, that was fierce. Yo, he fucking spiked it fiercely.
All right, I'll be leaving now.
Corked up Japanese businessmen are goated with the sauce? Yeah, 100%.
That was an introduction to Nintendo
That was out, by the
Switch
way. That was
Sports.
out. They fucking faked it.
The game launches April 29th. We're planning a free update in the summer that allows you to play soccer matches with a Joy-Con controller and the leg strap accessory. You can use the accessory to play shootout mode at launch. In addition, we're also planning a second free update this fall that lets you enjoy golf.
Fucking
Now,
Nintendo
a
sold
request
me a
to
dumb
everyone.
game again? What do
To
you
help
mean,
ensure that
always?
you can all enjoy playing online, we'll be having an online playtest before the game launches to evaluate various technical aspects.
Okay, serious question, and maybe I'm wrong, but why can't you substitute Mii's for like wonderful Nintendo characters, chat? Is there a reason that you could like customize and buy like, you know, incredibly expensive parts for? Or can you do that already?
Thank you.
IP, what do you mean? It's Nintendo and they fucking already own Smash Nintendo. They own all the IP.
Nintendo Switch Sports. I hope you're looking forward to this game. Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Please don't give him ideas. Dude, think about it. You would buy like 11 different outfits for your Mario Mii.
Skills ready. The latest Taiko no Tatsujin game is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. Set in Omiko City, the sacred town for taiko drums, you'll strive to become a taiko master, along with brand new character Kumo-kyun. Drum to dozens of boppin' beats, including Megalovania, Gurenge, Feel Special, and Racing into the Night. And that's not all. An orchestral version of the main theme from The Legend of Zelda is included. That's 76 songs total. Plus, take advantage of a practice mode to replay sections of songs as many times as you'd like. New modes have also been added for everyone to enjoy.
Dude, Zelda's Breath of the Wild soundtrack lives in my fucking head, dude.
Or face off against each other in Great Drum Toy
I still think about the Fairy Fountain song all the time. It's one of the greatest fucking soundtracks of all time.
When Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Plus, a paid in-game subscription service that gives you access to over 500
I still think about this ratio. Good one, dude.
What's new with these Nintendo Switch games?
Dude, so far, this Nintendo Direct is like a light 7, okay? It's not bad at all.
Strategy is almost here.
In order for it to get hit up, in order for it to get fucking fired up to a hard 9, all you need is like...
Your choices and conviction.
You need like a Breath of the Wild.
As Lord of House Wolford, I solemnly swear an oath.
Zelda 2 Electric Boogaloo. And then it's a fucking 9.
From the promise of a better
a hard
world.
9.
A new demo playable to the end of Chapter 3 will be available on Nintendo eShop later today. Save data from the demo can be transferred to the full game once purchased. More Cuphead action
7, what have they
awaits
shown
in the
anything
paid
cool?
DLC.
The fucking Mario... The Mario game alone is like... The Mario soccer game is fucking fire, dude. Actually fire. And it's a remaster, so what do you want? Right? It's not even a remake, it's a remaster.
The clever Miss Chalice is a new playable character. Take down fearsome foes with her double jumps, rolling dodges, and more. Cuphead, the delicious last course, wallops its way
Nintendo
onto
Sports
Nintendo
is good
Switch
too.
June 30th.
Oh, it's a new game. It's not even a remaster, sorry.
A free update is coming to the Metroid Dread game. All it takes is one hit. Even from this. Getting hit even once causes a game over in the brutal Dread mode difficulty.
That's the
Can you
update?
face this new challenge?
That's the
And for
update?
players new to the Metroid series, take advantage of increased recovery with the newly added Rookie mode difficulty.
Oh, that's a good update. I would like that. Never mind.
This free
That's a sick
update
update.
launches
Maybe I'll
later
fucking
today.
play Metroid again. That's
A
good.
second free update in April will add a boss rush mode, in which you'll battle bosses continuously, one at a time.
Shut up.
Something's bound for Nintendo Switch.
Oh no. Uh-oh. 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 Not good. Are all those games what? Someone asked, are those games like sent out prematurely? No. No, Nintendo I don't think does that. One of the companies that does not do that actually. The reason why I said oh is because everyone's gonna say
And
Earthbound playthrough when.
Beginnings will be added to Nintendo Switch Online later today.
Dude, this is like let's remake mid-30s-year-old childhood. What is that? Demon Slayer? What the fuck was that? Dude, adult games on the Switch, for some fucking weird reason, never port appropriately. I don't know what it is, but... There's already a Demon Slayer PC game? Really? I did not know that. Kimetsu no Yaiba de Hinokami Chronicles! Whoa, what the fuck? Are you buying a Steam Deck? Yeah, I'll probably buy it. Dude, you know, I'm 30, chat. I need to play video games on the pooper, and like being 30 years old, it fucking blows my mind that you can do
What did
that.
you think?
I'll probably buy the Steam
Here's some
Deck.
news from Mario Kart fans. Many of you have been enjoying the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game since its launch in 2017. So, we've been working on remastering select courses from across the Mario Kart series, and we'll be releasing them as paid downloadable content. Please take a look at this trailer.
Yeah, of course it's a paid DLC. What the fuck do you mean? Why are people
DLC
surprised
courses
about
will
this?
be coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. You may recognize some courses from past Mario Kart games. 8 courses will be released at a time over 6 waves. That's 48 additional courses we plan on releasing by the end of 2023. Courses such as Coconut Mall.
Why are you guys saying you got coconut mauled?
And Tokyo Blur will be included in the first wave.
Bro, isn't this a straight up new game?
Of course, you can play these courses.
I mean, an old
locally
game, but like a
and
whole
online.
game? I don't know.
The first wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass will launch March 18th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. You can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost with a Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership. Or purchase the Mario
Sick.
Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass on its own.
Sick, dude. Why do people want a new Mario Kart? Like, I don't get it. Isn't it good already?
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Like, it's
This next
still
segment
playable.
will
It's
be our
still
last
fine. I'm asking legitimately. Like, the mechanics are classic. It's good. I don't know what you want. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type shit.
Fighting in order to live.
What?
And living to fight.
What?
That's the way of our world.
What?
Ionios.
Tell me, what would possess you to side with them?
We're fighting because there are enemies to kill.
Is this Xenoblade Chronicles?
I knew it. I saw this coming.
You're not enemies now.
Fine for you, isn't it? All that time you've got.
You could try to move forwards again.
How can our lives be so snuffing little to you?
They're not your friends anymore. They're his fuel.
That looks
Sword
insane.
The land pierced
That looks
by a
insane.
great sword. It's the only way you're gonna defeat the real enemy.
Oh, bruv.
Whatever
You got a
life is like,
fucking license for that Xenoblade.
good filling up these flickering clocks in our eyes. It'll never replace the friends.
Oh, bruv, you got a license for that lolly. Oh, bruv. I'm a fucking 3,000-year-old dragon, yeah. I'm not a fucking lolly. I'm not fucking 5, yeah. I'm a 3,000-year-old dragon, bruv. Simple as. It's called the Xenoblade Chronicles. Bruv of the Wild. Bruv of the fucking Wild Weeb edition. That's it.
The story of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 ties together
That's
the
it.
futures of the world.
They ended it with Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
And Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and it will launch this September. I hope you'll look forward to it. That's all for today's Nintendo
Called
Direct.
it.
Thank you for watching.
People defended the Pokemon graphics with the Switch hardware. Meanwhile, this exists. It's Xenoblade because in the UK, in the US, it would be Xenogun. Yeah. All right. I mean, that was like a 7, I think. I'm just excited for the fucking Mario Striker game. That shit looks fire. I'm excited for the Nintendo. I'm excited for the fucking Nintendo sport game. That's gonna be the Switch Sports is gonna be good. Maybe a 6. I don't know if it's a 7. Maybe a 6. I was still excited for like all the other additional shit that we were gonna potentially see. So, but the Mario Strikers looks absolutely goated. Okay, Mario FIFA looks goated on a fucking stack. No cap. $150, 2 Virgils, 3 Virgils, whatever, dude. It's fucking really good. Anyway, when Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was released in the US, GameStop exclusive license to sell them. So what they did was open up every copy, rewrap them, and sell them used for $70. Wait, what? Kirby Kussy? Yeah, everybody's mad at me for getting a fucking Kussy, but nobody's mad at Kirby when Kirby gets the Kussy. Oh, Kirby was pretty poggers too. That's exciting. I've never actually played Kirby games before, obviously. I'm like very new to Nintendo. What? Yeah, if you were an actual leftist, you would have reported that, dude. What, dude? Technically, is Kirby fucking the car? Is this another instance of... Oh my god, much to think about. I'm just saying it does kind of feel like Kirby is sucking the car. It's vor, still sexual inherently. I don't know, man. That's weird, man. Hasan, Kirby's queer coded pink and a minor short. Okay, dude.
That's right.
No, it's inflation thing like this interview. What? Anyway. Okay. That was good. It's true about GameStop. I worked there. I've said this on stream. It's totally real. If they open the product, they can sell it as used for more money. That's weird. Anyway, all right.